You've come, my child, to this land of Danguk. In the beginning of our 5,000 years history, our people were loved by a god. So loved, he swindled his father to descend as their king. He wished to live with the mortals he adored, and they, in turn, loved him. Or perhaps it was what he offered that they loved. Tend to my sandalwood tree, for it shall provide you succor and shade. Pass on my wisdom, and you will be as gods themselves. But those that couldn't ascend found no solace in death, for their souls would be born anew to again defy suffering until their virtue proved them worthy for that realm above the 9 heavens. Even as I guide the departed, it's hard to blame the ones that found this just a little cruel. But that's why the Black Bear Clan exists. We are an organization, a family of exorcists, for whom fate and the gods had higher plans. Though you never chose this life, my child, you must soothe the malice brewing in the shadows of these lands. For you are Mudang, and you must mend the heartache. With your words, magic, song, and dance, you must guide the dead and the living to shepherd the would-be gods of Danguk until they may know true peace, even as few understand your path. A heavy burden, I know, but remember this. I am with you, my child. And you are never alone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Paradise in Bloom. This is an Undying Corruption adventure sponsored by 9 Heavens Press. Woo! Welcome to our finale. This is the last of our 3-shot. Sad, but it is going to be a very wonderful end to a very lovely story. Before we jump in, there are a few things that I want to announce, and I also want to reintroduce all of our wonderful castmates. We want to give a quick shout out to our Patreons. You can use !Patreon in chat. Without their support, anything that we do on this channel would not be possible. So thank you very much for all of your support. You can check out that link there for more information. We also have a YouTube. You can find this episode and all of the previous Undying Corruption episodes of this mini-series over there. And you can find that in our chat as well. Shout out to Epidemic Sound, Royal Free Music, and available at epidemicsound.com. We are also featuring Kevin McLeod, found at incompetech.com. Please give a follow over to Heavens Press on Twitter. 9 Heavens Press is the creator of this very wonderful adventure that we're playing. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And also, please check out the pre-order store. There are very wonderful stickers, art that we haven't shown here. You can see over there as well. They have prints, they have pins, and they also have PDFs of the game in 5th edition D&D and Pathfinder 2E as well. Let's go ahead and reintroduce everyone at the table. We'll start off with Saf. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, and a little reminder of who you're playing today.
Hello, I'm Saf. I go by she, her pronouns, and you can find me everywhere on the internet at A Clerical Error 7. And also, if you like TTRPG streetwear, you can look at arcanewares.com. That's my little gig. And today, I am playing Ajashi, who is a Hearth Domain cleric.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll hop on over to Danny.
Hello. I'm Danny, otherwise known as Bitterthorn on the internet. And yeah, you can catch me mostly on Twitter and TikTok. Today I'm playing Yoon, the Noru Druid way of the medium. And yeah, just super stoked to play with you all for one last time.
Thank you. We'll hop on over to Burst of Hope.
Hello, it's me. My name is Jess. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm really excited. I'm so sorry I had to miss episode 2, but I'm excited to be back for the finale. Today, I play Eugen, who also uses they, them pronouns, and Eugen is a Sangun multi-class paladin monk.
Thank you. We'll hop on over to Carrie.
Hello, I am Carrie, also known as Miscellanea all over the internet, everywhere. My pronouns are she, they, and I will be playing Oak, the Luna Morph Halfling Tactician, which is a brand new class in the Undying Corruption supplement. And yeah, I'm super excited to play. And his pronouns are he, him.
Thank you. And last but certainly not least, Scary Dog Friend, aka Josephine.
Hello, everyone. I'm Josephine at Scary Dog Friend. I already said I'm at Scary Dog Friend. I'm playing Ihua, our Gumiho monk sorcerer sad friend.
Thank you. And we're going to do something a little special here. Why don't you give us a recap of what happened last time? We're going to hand over the mic to Jess.
My God, I did my homework. I'm so excited. Are you all ready for this?
Maybe.
Last time on episode 2 of Undying Corruption, Paradise in Bloom. Wailing Spirit River of the Afterlife. Us Mudang crossing this long bridge. Constitution saving throw. We all fail. Take a necrotic damage. Weighty void of hunger comes over the party. Iwa has teeth. Oak has droopy ears and sallow cheekbones. Yun and Ajushi already know this feeling. What the fuck? Eugen is doing something. Passive perception means Iwa notices a ghost crossing through us. Ghost fox form. Iwa saves Yoon from being tapped on the shoulder by the ghost, who inquires about us weirdos. Shape of water bursts out of the river. Big snake critter attacks a ghost. Ghost really wants Yoon for some reason. Yoon knows it's a guardian naga. Points to spirits. You've been naughty. Ghosty spits out guilt upon the party. Ajushi reveals the naughty gay he carries as his daughters, who he couldn't save, too busy with his work. Baby Iwa ate her brother to become mortal. Oak did emotional damage as a player of hearts. Yoon's second job was an executioner. I'm sorry, but you've been deemed unclean. Combat with the Naga. I'm here to test mortal souls. Iwa, poetry or blood. Oak drops off Ajushi. Ghost Naga fight. Iwa wants eel for dinner. Ajushi has an Iwa cheering fan. Swarm smiting needle has many mosquitoes hit the ghost Naga. Iwa goes Nanama Naga with carnivorous curse. That's for taking something from me. Oak flying around on Ladle, Thousand Rerush, and Art of the Monster Slayer, Discerning Eye, Rapier slash. I'm gonna shine a sword. Ajushi Norike Ladle toll the dead gong. Not quite, but it makes a real cool sound. Iwa slow-mo, backflip dodge. Yoon, Heavenly Guardian werebear time. Pew pew pew. Dose of monk shit. Metal third tail time. Oak, do we pass a test? Ajushi, you want some of this? Because Iwa will give it to you. Oak, I'm not a biter until people ask. Bad guy, ghost, poof, sleeves, 8 blue coins. Spirited Away parent time. Oak and Ajushi fall for the food trap. Iwa holds the single brain cell of the group. Yoon looks longingly at the food. More Ajushi puns. Snakes. Iwa and the consequences of your actions are coming through. Very creepy finky and ribcage monster rises up. Shingingui, you are eating food and doesn't belong to you. Ajushi, right now I'm in hell. Listen, kids, I was wrong. Intention's not enough. Now I have the urge to steal. Sometime I have the urge to feel alive. Smash cut, Wooden Guardian, Dancer, Totems, break time, Yoon Cuddle Puddle, Ghosties accidentally pass through them, Ajushi does old man yarn ball to gently pull spirit out, Yoon coughs out wet splat of Ghosty, flower field of sojourn, old people sentimental bonding time, Ajushi and Iwa being really sappy, who knows how much time passes, but it's island time, bitches, children of the corn, nope, sorry, flowers. We need the resurrection flower, cause we're badass Mudang. Yoon makes everyone twinkle toes. Blue memory flowers. touch the blue memory flowers. That makes a lot of sense. Oka gets memory 69. Nice. Half-elf woman lectures him on love. Maturity moment. Iwa whiffs and remembers 10-year-old time to get her last heart. Dose of discovery time, flow, balance in good and bad times. Hano mentor to Eugen and Iwa. Feral sparring aggression led to emotions and a lesson in feeling your feelings, which she still struggles with to this day. Yoon doesn't touch flowers, but they know it is forget-me-nots and instead remembers the last time they touched a forget-me-not. Ajashi does not pick, does not touch, and instead deals emotional damage to the audience by looking at his elder Iwa with fatherly love, reaching out a hand to comfort her like a granddaughter, and instead lets it fall because we respect no touchy-feely times. Last thing, shed, nook, garden plants, earthy green girl sneaking around to steal something. Oak tries to interrupt her and she casts a spell. Yeah!
Clap, 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 clap.
Okay,
Wow.
we're good.
That was amazing. I was not expecting
You don't remember
that.
what you did. Nope, you all did that. That was beautiful. Thank you.
That was an experience.
Brilliant.
My recap was going to be like 20 words long. So thank you.
Listen, you had a detailed episode 1 recap. I'm like, no. We're going to the finale. I need to know everything that we did. Let's go.
Thank you for reminding me about half the stuff that we did that I forgot.
Yeah. Emotional.
All right.
good.
We're going to open up the scene going back a little in time. We are going to focus in on Eugen. Eugen, you are standing alongside your companions here. Some of them head over to the Forget-Me-Nots, and some do not. What does Eugen do?
Eugen definitely is just here for the times. We just gotta stop and smell the flowers.
All right. You pick a flower. And we already had you roll. What did you roll?
I sent the screenshot, but I also rolled a 69.
Nice. You remember a time that you were challenged. As you breathe in this flower, what is it that we see in Eugen's mind-eye place?
So growing up as a Sangun, it's our way to protect the people of Danguk. That is what our mother goddess bestows upon us. I think Eugen's family is one of those core family ties to like the paladins of their island, and you know, as every good Asian kid does, followed that way for a long time, took the oath, got into whatever the equivalent of tiger years are, into their 30s, and realized I don't know these people in this land, and they had a moment with their father and told them it was time to go. I need to find my own way. I need to study more paths. I need to understand why I fight for these people, and I need to find a better way. It did not end well. Lots of claws, lots of growling, lots of yelling. And Eugen hasn't been back to their family since. But they've got Iwa!
This memory takes a moment before you're able to shake it off, and you suddenly remember where you are. And as it begins to fade away, your eyes focus on this single flower. What do you do next?
I pick it up.
Okay.
And gently encase it in my paw.
With very little effort, the stem snaps, and you can add one forget-me-not to your inventory. And I'd like you to put the number 2 next to it.
Oh, Lord. Thank you.
We see the party begin to move past this particular field here in the flower fields of Sochun. And as we do, we smash cut back to the gardener's shed. As the group of you peer on and approach the shed here, you see that there are scythes, rakes, pitchforks, watering cans, shovels, and other tools of all varieties that line the northern wall of this shed. There are potted plants, some tree saplings standing in the corner of it, as if waiting for their turn to be transplanted beyond. On a side table, there are several earthenware jars that line the top, each labeled with a different breed of common flower. You see a girl with unearthly features, hair made of leaves. She rifles through the insides of the jars with her hands. You had approached, and she was startled. Art! She goes, ah!
Maybe.
And she casts a spell at the party, and you all see these flickering, almost like fireflies, pink lights wash over you. Who would be at the front, do you think?
I was right next to.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I had said I was following behind Oak also.
I'm in the back.
Okay, I'm gonna say this hits Oak. So Oak, I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Rolled a 17, and my save is. Ooh, it's one of the tactician's saves. You know what I mean? Proficient. They're proficient
Okay.
at it. +7, so 24.
All right, you absolutely save. Tell me what this looks like as she tries to cast this Fey Charm spell on you, but you're definitely able to power through it.
I think instinctually Oak kind of like shields Little, like kind of puts arms over Little, right? And then the magic kind of starts to go through him, and he starts to feel like he's losing a bit of control or whatever, and then he's just able to, just through his halfling and lunamorph I don't know, sturdiness or whatever, presence, is able to just shake it off and kind of looks at this girl.
Oh,
We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to hurt you. Calm down.
please, lower your voice.
That always helps when you tell someone to calm down, doesn't it?
What did you say?
Shh.
Okay.
She motions all of
Okay.
you to hunker down with her.
That's what I do when I try to get people to be quiet. I attack them.
I'm sorry. You just startled me. What are you doing here? And I believe that we had done a number of insight checks, and most of you were able to garner that she's probably taking something. She doesn't belong in the shed here.
I'm here to steal, to feel alive.
Are you doing something similar?
Wait, did you say that out loud?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. No, he's literally got his hands behind his back, and he's like looking in the pots. Like he's not even looking at this person. He's like nosing
You
around.
look in the pots, and they're all full of seeds. She quickly draws her hands back and puts them at the small of her back. I'm not stealing anything.
Yeah, me neither. And he like winks really suspiciously. He's like, wink.
Wait, are people stealing? Are you
No.
stealing?
Oh, yeah, Oak. What's up with that? And he like runs with his little handfuls of seeds that he's now like got.
As she sees this, she goes, "No, you can't take them. Please, put them back."
Now this feels kettle pot. Do you see where I'm going with this?
You see her begin to like withdraw on herself, looks around at each one of you uncertainly. You can tell that she is very nervous.
It's okay.
Can
we
I-
don't want any trouble.
Yeah, can we do like a persuasion? Like, hey, we're on the level. We're not here to hurt you. Like, I think you
Yeah, roll persuasion for me.
will
And tell me what kind of vibe you're trying to do
try.
here.
I want to know what kind of seeds I have in my hands because he's gonna make.
I think I'm
Oh.
trying to give off like a new like you should listen to me kind of
Okay.
thing. 18.
18,
total.
very good. She seems to naturally gravitate towards you as you begin to speak to her. You can see that she's visibly beginning to relax. Although her eyes are trained on Ajashi as he's licking these seeds, they're definitely like grass seeds and flower seeds. They're not meant to be eaten.
He spits them back and then just like gently lets them fall back in. He's like making a rain noise as he's like dribbling them back in. He's like, oh.
Why did you think afterlight starter seeds were the right thing to take, Ajashi?
Listen, sometimes
gonna-
there's sesame, sometimes there's sunflower. You don't know what they're going to be.
He's gonna die soon, so he's acting a little,
Live fast, I am.
Can you tell us what the seeds are?
Yeah. She appears quite guilty and looks down at her feet. She says, I've been trying to restore some of the flower patches that have been dug up. There are a number of owl creatures that exist here, and they terrorize the area. I'm part of a community of dryads that live here in Sochun, and I'm gonna be honest, I think the gardeners are kind of slow to replant the flowers. I don't want to disappoint the Igong.
Well,
Why do you look
need-
guilty?
Yeah.
She looks over at the jars. I suppose I'm not supposed to be using these, but I'm just trying to help.
Proactive.
Is there any way we can help?
Oh. She looks at the various weapons over all of your bodies. I suppose you can try to fight off the owl. If
Does sorry, go ahead.
mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, does she seem like she's lying to us?
Roll me an insight check.
I said, I want in on this. What did I get?
12.
Okay.
I got a 24 or 23.
Okay.
23.
Oak, she seems to be pretty upfront. You can tell that from the way that she's kind of taken a step back and behind Ihua, kind of using Ihua as a meat shield in a way. She seems to have been disarmed and looks a lot more comfortable. Ajashi, you can definitely tell that this kid is just trying to be a good kid. And kids just make terrible decisions sometimes.
He's looking out the window that he's like too short for, so he's doing one of these things. He goes, seems like a lie to me.
I'm not lying. It's true. Here, if you come with me, I can show you. They're quite terrifying.
That's enough for me.
Oak eats owls for breakfast. Let's do this.
Do you?
Yeah, we'll help you.
Oh,
Right. Oh, wait. And he looks around at everybody. Oh, we're gonna help, right?
Why not?
Okay. All right.
fantastic. All right, my name is Unji. Nice to meet you. And she bows from the hips.
Gee.
NG.
Well, nice to meet you. I mean, I can tell, we can tell that you're doing your best here. I guess if that's the best way to do it, it's getting these owls, and I guess that's what we'll do.
All right, follow me. And she begins to stalk away from the gardener's shed. And as the group of you are walking, she turns to look over at Ihua specifically and says, "So I can tell that you're not ghosts. Why are you here?"
We're trying to get permission from the Eagle for something.
Oh?
Yeah, we're looking for the resurrection flowers.
Oh. Well, I think you're gonna have a hard time finding the Igong. They have been known to be quite reclusive, but I know where the resurrection flowers are. I can help you. I'm not lying.
The only problem.
Looking at Oak.
You all look so suspicious.
The only
Ew,
problem we
sus.
face here is, without the Igong's permission, we might be sentenced to hundreds of thousands of years of divine punishment.
Super dead.
Oh. Okay. She continues
Do
walking.
you have any clues?
Ghosts don't give a shit about us. They're like, alright, seems like a human.
Well,
problem.
Unji in particular looks like a dryad, not a ghost.
Oh, that's right.
Not
Yeah.
a ghost. Yeah.
As Unji is kind
Not a
of
ghost.
walking, she moves enthusiastically and swings her arms with every movement, and she's sort of marching along with you, her chest puffed up, and she says, well, the Igong's shrine is in a restricted area, but I can help you get there.
Are you gonna give us a boost over the fence?
Well, can you help us get there like on the legit, like without being in trouble, or
Oh, darling, she was just stealing. I don't think legit's really how she goes.
Well, maybe,
What if we take care of the owls for you?
yeah, maybe while we're there, you can talk to my grandfather. He might be able to help you with your problem. Well, it's on the way.
All right.
Okay.
This dryad seems sus.
I don't know. I like your energy, kid.
Shut up, old
I
man.
think we got it. Whoa, I don't like that
Holy
energy.
shit, she's crazy. Oh, let me have her. And then he's gonna like pretend to go after her, but like put his shirt in like Eugen's paw. Or
She
something.
like
He's
hops
"Ah!"
behind Iwa and she begins bowing from the hips as she's clutching Iwa. 죄송합니다. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all fight now. So apologize later. You kids don't know what you're talking about.
Her eyes well up. And she says,
I just pick up Unji and just start walking forward.
she's like, yeah, that way.
Why you say that way? Like luggage.
So as you guys continue to move forward, the presence of magic saturates the air, leaving an electric tingling sensation in the midst of the humidity here. You begin to approach a wooden arch that artificially sets as a gate into this zone, but has been cordoned off with rope. You see flower stems wriggling about in the air as if they're communicating each other, as if in a crowd enjoying themselves. In the distance, you see a light cloud of pollen floating around, almost with sentience, around the clearing. Unji hops out of Ihwa's arms and points very proudly into the field and says, "You should avoid the cloud. It's very bad."
What does the cloud do?
Well, it will, it has a sort of way of choking the air out of you.
Oh.
It's very uncomfortable. If you have masks or goggles, it might help, but you can also just try to avoid it. You can see that the cloud appears to be roughly like 20 feet in radius. It's a very large cloud.
20 feet high as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we go like the long way around? I don't have a mask or any goggles.
Yeah, let's just go around. I don't have a mask, and Lidl doesn't have a mask either, so.
Sweet Lidl.
I
Yeah,
suggest trying to be quiet and stealthy as we go through here. The cloud's not the only thing you have to be worried about.
Oh, well, I guess I can take care of that. And I'll do the same, what was it, spell that you all saw before, Pass Without a Trace. Give us some more twinkle toes.
Very good.
Make us a little lighter on our feet. +10 to our stealth checks.
Oh yeah.
La-la.
She lowers her breath as she steps over the rope cord, and she says, "If you look there, you can see that there's flowers, and the flowers appear to have uprooted themselves, and they're walking a little before they
Ugh.
root themselves back down."
Of course they are.
No.
I mean, they're just flowers, right? Wait, what kind of
Yeah,
flowers are
sometimes,
those?
She
you know,
slowly
you just
turns
need a
to look
sunny
at you.
spot.
They're not just flowers.
Ugh.
They'll spray you with pollen.
Oh God, my seasonal allergies.
And the pollen will attract those. She points out. Anyone that's looking, I need a perception check.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
Perception.
27.
Okay.
Jesus.
16 from Oak, 19 from Yoon.
19
7.
for me.
Okay. Everyone but you, Jin, sees what she's pointing at. You see, almost imperceptibly, there is something that looks like a lion, but made entirely out of wood, prowling around in the tall grasses. And it seems to be stalking after the flowers.
Oh.
Well, I look at Yujin looking the wrong way, and I take their head and I try to point it.
Okay, I see. I like
Is it
hold my
best
nose.
to stealth away from that to get to the owls, or should we take care of it?
It's up to you. I don't know how strong you are. She, like,
This
squeezes
kid really has
Ihwa's
stuff to say.
arm. Oh, muscular. You must work out. Well, if you follow me, if you're not too loud, we should be fine. I'll need a group stealth check here, please.
Let's go.
+10.
Plus 10.
Oh, thank God, +10, because your girl rolled
Fuck
real
yes,
bad.
baby.
That's a 12 from you. Oh, 22. Yep.
35.
Dang.
You said stealth
Yes,
check, right?
please.
Dope. That's
Terrible.
15. I already have a 7 plus the
Okay.
10, so that's what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
plenty.
smash this. Because of Yoon's spell, your feet are slightly off the ground, and there's a bit of softness to everyone's step here. The group of you follow after Unji as you move through these fields, and you begin to approach a clearing. You see at the center of this clearing, there is a stream of a babbling brook that leads off from the north and down into what appears to be a deceptively deep pond. There are lily pads decorating the pond, and there are frogs singing on top of them. In the depths of the pond, you can see a shadow lurking below. Anyone can roll a investigation or perception check here if you want.
Aw, man. It looks like water.
Great.
It's a 9 from Yoon, a 23 from Oak, a 6 for Ajashi, and a 15 for Yujin, 23
I swear,
for
y'all.
Ihwa.
I can't see. My eyes are degrading as we speak.
Oh no. So both Oak and Ihwa, you can see that the creature in the water appears to be humanoid, the shape of it at least. You can also see that there are small objects glittering down below. As you are approaching, Unji begins to straighten up and says, "Oh, okay, we should be safe from the pollen cloud now. We've stumbled on this fountain. So there's a goddess that lives deep in the pond that responds to the generosity of people."
Would
Kind of
we
god?
expect a blessing of sorts?
I don't know. I suppose I haven't ever really thrown in anything in there. but
What kind of goddess is it?
the fountain goddess.
Are you saying you're not a generous person, Unji?
Unji pulls out the seeds in their pockets.
Oh,
I don't really have anything.
generosity isn't all material, though.
Children don't have to be generous.
You're right, Oak. Sometimes it's about your time or your skill. And he like shows a little shoulder.
You must have paid a visit to the Rift. Not just you.
There was a nice girl there. We used to get tea every Tuesday.
Get tea?
Wink. He says wink, but he actually means it. He's like, sometimes I just go out and take them out for a drink because it's nice. Someone to listen.
How many of those blue coins do we have?
Oh, there
Two,
are
right? Don't we have 2 left?
Yeah, you had to pay 6.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, got it.
I've only got 2 in this satchel now. That's kind of generous, right? If we give him all of our coins, that's all we have.
Here. Pass me a coin, Ajashi, please.
I think it'll go through if I pass this. And he like gently like puts it down. It will disappear.
As it's transferred, it feels solid. It is slightly see-through, but it seems to have material shape.
Does it make noise though, like when we shake it in the bag?
It sounds like ghosts wailing when you do that.
Oh no.
They're souls!
Oh God.
I think you just see Eugen gently sandwich it between their big paws and just kind of like rub it and like whisper something. No one can hear it and just kind of gently pass it along. Like, I think what if we like make the coin matter to us? Like it was already bestowed upon us, but if we, just say a prayer over it. Goddesses like intention just as much as material. I'll like pass it to whoever wants it.
Ooh. I'll take it.
You was like, no, fuck you.
She has no, what is that called? Decorum.
It's true.
So we're putting in a attention. All right. And
Manifest some good things, Druid.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yoon's gonna try to manifest good things. Yoon closes their eyes and pictures the moment where we were all having thinking about our regrets. And is going to put in the intention that this, and the hope that this goddess will never know what that feeling of regret feels like. And we'll hand it back to whoever else.
Oak will take it. And then Oak will look at the coin, just, ponder how it looks translucent but feels so real. But he's just going to think about the first thing that comes to mind, and he's going to think about his mom and the lessons of love that she taught him, and how much just that umbrella of emotion like means to him in his life and his relationship with his mom, and just like it's just joy and comfort, and just kind of he's trying to imbue this coin with joy and comfort and love, and then holds it out for someone else to take. Gives it to Iwa.
Iwa is a very religious person, but it's just the kind of being religiously open and vulnerable around other people that's always gotten to her. So she kind of just like stands to the side a little bit so she can have like a little moment to it. And I think just kind of by way of like flavor or whatever, she blows on it and attempts to create just sort of like a concentrated circle of elements And I think what she thinks about is children being able to stargaze and learn about the gods and learn that whenever the moon is out, even though it's dark, there's always something watching over them. And then she silently will pass it over to the next person.
I guess it's me. And he holds it and goes, I hope your ramyun's always warm and your duck always chewy. Yeah. He just
It's
gonna
pretty
That's
good.
good.
It's pretty good.
like- it's too long though, but yeah, at the end it's more like yeah. It just like keeps going for too long, and then he goes.
I'll just see.
It's better than a pun, but you got it. Let the timing.
He gives it away. He gives it away to back to Eugen.
Oh no, you were supposed to toss it in. Okay.
Oh, I toss it in. I
No.
thought-
Then this just this weird exchange. Okay. Mwah. You go.
With a bloop, it goes into the water and disappears. And you see whatever shape is within the water stops and seems to behold the item as it comes down. There's a moment before the surface begins to ripple, and you see two cerulean blue hands extend out of the water. One is holding a silver axe, and the other is holding a golden axe. And you hear a voice, and it says,
I've heard this folktale before.
Did you lose your golden axe or your silver axe?
Is this a riddle?
Shut the heck up! Don't
This was
laugh!
literally better than I could have ever hoped for. Ajashi's losing his shit, by the way. That homie is rolling on the floor laughing. Rolfacopter in full swing.
Well,
Is this a riddle?
I don't know, but I don't use axes, so I've never lost an axe.
Well, I've used a couple in my time.
Yeah.
I can.
Did you
Can I make a check?
lose these?
Oh no. What? No.
did you say that out loud?
I couldn't hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
It
think-
said, did you
No, it's
lose
okay.
your silver axe or your gold axe?
I
Got
think
it.
this is like a what is it, a hypodermic question where it's not like
Hypodermic?
Yeah, it means when you like you don't actually mean what you're saying, so it's like, oh, you lost something, wink. Like it's like a
I
way
always
for-
wondered what hypodermic meant.
And now you know.
Mm.
Morality test. I look at the squeaky thing and I'm like, we haven't lost an axe.
The water ripples dangerously. And suddenly, bursting out, landing right by the shore, is a pokebi.
Jacques.
Give me the sexy boy.
She has this long, wispy hair that flows behind her. You see this creature being with sky blue skin and these golden eyes, and she has these long teeths, and she's holding up a gold axe and a silver axe, and she says,
You have passed my test.
yep, she says you passed her test. And she holds out both of them, and I won't use the voice anymore. She says, she says, You are honorable and honest. I am the guardian of this fountain. And for your honesty, I reward you. You may choose one.
Gold.
And
Very well. Are you sure?
Is anybody last name Kim?
No.
I think
What's the weight of that,
Ewa slightly outs herself, I guess. Well, because Kim means gold or like
Right,
metal
right.
or something.
Got it. Okay.
It doesn't look like
Gold.
it's made out of seaweed.
Gold.
Kim also means seaweed for anyone who doesn't speak Korean.
Kim, not Kim.
The Hai Dokebi holds out the gold axe to you, Ihwa, and gives it to you. And she says, and I suppose, for your lack of greed, you also earned this one. And she also gives you the silver one.
Yeah.
One moment. And she dives back into the water.
Absolutely. This is the nicest dokebi I've ever run across, right?
oh, that's a
Iwa?
dokebi?
She really likes you.
You can tell
Gold
that
number.
these axes are magical, Ihwa.
Ooh.
Are they a pair or
No,
are they like
they're
separately magical?
They don't appear to be like a set.
Are they hand axes or like big fucking axes?
Battle axe.
Okay.
Ooh, two
So I cannot use these.
Y'all are
I look at-
tiny.
I look at Yujin like or Ok.
I will say that as you are kind of holding both of them, and you can tell that they both have a magical weight to them, Ihwa, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I was wondering. I was like, no, Dokebi is gonna just give this over.
14.
Okay, with a 14, you feel inspired with a sense of greed that used to not be there any before, and you don't want to give away the golden axe.
Quick question.
Oh,
was that a
no.
failure? Was that a failure?
Yes.
Yeah, seems like it.
May I use a little feature?
Yeah, what do you want to use?
Ooh.
What's it called and what does it do?
It is called Revelation. I think as this Dokebi dives back in, and I think Oak was the one who said they wouldn't give it just away for whatever. I think that Yoon kind of lights up a little bit and looks over at Ihwa and sees a little bit of like a look in her eyes and just kind of like ding on the side of the head. And when a creature within 30 feet fails on a intelligence, wisdom, or charisma save, you can use your reaction to roll instead and use that as the final result, potentially turning it into a success.
Ooh.
Yeah, if Joe's okay with this.
Amazing. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Go. Do it.
Okay.
Does that mean that it uses your wisdom
Yes.
saving throw? So you're rolling. Oh, okay.
I
That's
am.
awesome.
Fancy.
That's a
Super.
12.
+7.
Less fancy.
Okay,
That was a
cool.
very bad roll. Sorry, you're stuck with it.
I guess when I turn to Eugene and Oak, I just kind of go, I think I'll hold on to these.
You just said that you can't use them.
I can
I
make
mean,
it work.
I can't use them anyway, so.
Seems a little weird, Iwa, but sure.
The Hai Tokebi returns with a splash and holds out the 2 coins that you had surrendered and extends it out and says, "You dropped these. Take them back. It's the least I can do."
Can I insight check this? Is this like some shenaniganery? Okay. What is my insight? Oh, it's not good, lads. It's 10.
What are they offering again? I missed what.
Our
The
coins.
coins
What we
back.
put in
Oh,
the
the
fountain, yeah, is being returned.
Got it.
Yeah, I got a crispy 10.
Oh, no, we didn't lose it. We gave it to you.
Please, I insist.
This feels weird. This whole thing is starting to feel really weird.
Oak goes and takes the coins. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. We appreciate it. Why do you seem so
And she
Okay.
pops back into the water.
I don't like this at all. This feels bad. Do you ever get a sense, a little crook in your neck, and you go,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
I mean there's no poop or anything on the coins. They're clean still.
They're a
so-
little wet, but they're exactly the same.
He taps Oak on the cheek like he always says, Oak, you're a nice boy. Remember that. You're a nice boy.
Thank you, Ajishi. Do you
You're
still want to hang on to these or should
I
I
don't
just
think so. Not now, I don't.
I'll put
You don't want to bite it this time? Okay. All right. You do you want to like split the load? I can hold one of the axes for you.
No, it's fine.
Is it though?
I can't imagine what you mean.
Unji kind of tosses side to side, idly standing in place. The grove is that way if you want to,
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. My old man senses are tingling, though, and you know how I feel about that. He keeps walking.
She's like, okay.
It's about time for your tiger bomb, so that makes sense.
I know I needed my shoulder.
You see a bearded tree sprouts across this clearing as you approach it. Small saplings surround it as well in multitudes of violet flowers. Deep claw marks dig into the ground over areas, interrupting the colorful patterns of flowers with an ugly earthen scar. Multiple dryads dance about, frolicking and playing regardless. As you approach, you see that Unji begins to run forward, and she cries out with jubilation as she joins the other dryads. She throws her arms around the oldest tree that is here, and she gestures to it as you approach. This is Grandfather Bark. And
Oh, hello.
you see the tree begins to rustle its leaves, and there's a face that forms in its side and looks down at you and says, "Hello there, welcome to our home. Unji, who are these people you've brought here today?" She goes on to explain that she was trying to collect the seeds, and now you're here, and you're here to help. Well, if you can defeat the owl creatures, we would be in your debt. And we can do everything possible to try to help you.
Uh-huh. Can you make sure we don't have like 10,000 years of hell upon us if we get the resurrection flower? Is that within your power?
Well, if you're seeking the resurrection flowers, he shakes a certain bough, and you can see that there is a flower growing on one of his twigs. It has blue petals, and there's a distinct pattern that crosses over it, and it's in the shape of a 5-pointed star. One such flower grows on me, and I see no reason not to award it to you for your help. I am its guardian in a way.
I
In a
thought
way.
that Egong was gonna kick our asses if we picked it up when we're not supposed to.
No, don't you worry. Well, I can talk some sense into him if it comes to that.
Wait, so that's a resurrection flower?
It's one of a few, yes.
Insight check.
Yeah, go ahead. The owl creatures are nocturnal, so you will have to wait a few hours before they make their way here. That's an 11 from Ajashi.
I'll do one.
Okay.
You know, Bark, you have a very unique voice. I like it.
Thank you.
Not heard much like it before.
I've never heard a
18.
voice like yours before either. You're unsure, Ajashi, but Ihua, with the 18, you don't sense any kind of deceit here. This seems pretty upfront, and they have a problem, and as Inji has explained to him, you are here to help.
Why so reclusive, the Eagle? Shy or lazy?
Well, you hear different stories, but the one that I believe is that the Igong is a very hard worker. Perhaps they've retreated to do their work.
Hmm.
The Igong is a very fickle god.
What work have they done that you've noticed?
Well, the flower god is in charge of all of Sachan, guardian over these various fields and the flowers that grow in it. I suppose if I was a god of something, perhaps I might find that I would try to be as beneficial as I can. A flower god can only do so much. I think the Igong is quite lonely.
Could we not set up a meeting of sorts?
Oh, I'm sure you could if you can find him. But don't you worry now. Rest your bones, and come night we shall see what happens next.
All right.
Unji rushes up and grabs your arm, Ihua, and says, "Let me show you my favorite dance. Come."
Dance?
Yeah, like this. And she basically just like holds your wrists and just starts spinning in a circle with you.
Good.
Unless you stop her.
No, I let her.
Oh, she is just giggling up a storm. All right, we're gonna have a bit of a time skip here as y'all relax here in the Dryad Grove. Is there anything that you want to do before night comes?
Are there any special specs about either of the axes?
Yes.
And also, is this a thing where I'm able? Does it wear off at some point, or do I need to make another check like later?
Because it's a 3-shot, you can decide whenever you want. It's chill. But the silver axe is a silvered battle axe, and it can bypass the immunity or resistance of non-magical weapons of creatures. And the golden axe is a berserker battle axe. And the greed that makes you possessive of it can wane at any time of your pleasure.
Okay. I think once we've like rested, Ihua just kind of rubs her brow and like sort of shakes her head and just kind of goes, "Jeez, these axes are fucking heavy," and then just like takes them off.
You didn't.
Why did all of you let me have those?
Oh, it's
You
our
seem
fault,
eager.
is it?
All let me have this. Do you remember the last time I tried to get you to do something you didn't want to do? Yeah.
Try to kick your ass, so.
Yeah.
She's so cool when she says stuff like that.
As the rest of the evening passes by, Grandfather Bark will tell you all about the Soul Eater owls. He'll tell you that they are an apex predator born here in the underworld, and they developed a taste for mortal souls. The 10 Naragwang regard them as vermin, and order their officers to locate and destroy their nests. They hide here in the flower fields of Sachun, eating flowers of innocent souls, finding them to be sweeter meals than those tortured in Chosong. And it seems that they have this very vicious cycle of attacking the Dryad Grove here. And as night finally falls, we'll have a bit of a narrative montage here for the sake of time. Tell me what it looks like as we break out into combat. Several of these come to attack the village, and each of you can do like a really cool move to like take them out. We'll do one by one. Ajashi, what does it look like as you fight the Soul Eater Owl?
Oh gosh, I think you see Ajashi being a huge coward most of the time. Where he's like, get him, everyone, get him, and like that's him most of the time. And I think that at the very end, when he's like, nice job, everyone, one sneaks up behind him, and he's like, oh god, and then when he like kind of jumps, he kind of just like slaps it, and when he does, he casts inflict wounds. And you see just a bunch of like black soot, essentially like from the bottom of a pot that's been cooking too long, burst over that soul-eating owl, and he goes, ah! And he just kind of like shoos it away. He's like, now I can't see what's happening.
I love it. The camera swiftly cuts over to Yoon.
Oh, Yoon picks up, digs her fingers into the grass and tears them up, and as she does, she flings it into the air, and it like unwinds and like creates these cords that turn into like muscle and wood, and these two dryads form out of the grass, and they run forward with Yoon as they all take on one of the owls, and the dryads use like part of their arms to like wrap around it and hold it in place while Yoon takes her scythe and finishes the last blow on the owl.
Excellent. We see one of the Soul Eater owls has this flyby mechanic where they have this like swift movement across the field, and Yujin, you find it very difficult to lock onto them, and they seem to be quite slippery. As you try to take these attacks of opportunity, they dive out of the way, they're flying too quickly, but you manage to square up with one. What does this look like?
I think all those attacks of opportunity, like normally Eugen defaults to just a bunch of monk shit, lots of unarmed strikes, and finally sees one, settles in, and like takes their pipe out of their mouth. It's a long pipe with just basic wooden pipe, and does some paladin shit, and it's like the other half is a magical part of a nunchuck. So you just see just them wielding nunchuck pipe, and uses the nunchuck to just yeet a magic missile at this little owlbear. Very disappointed. Like, you should be sucking bad souls, not good souls. Stop bothering these people.
Takes a magic missile to the face, and then it just like thunks back, falls down, and doesn't get back up. Excellent. Oak, as you are fighting this particular one, as you finally engage with it, you realize that it's been chasing after the dryads. They seem to be focusing on the dryads themselves, but you manage to slide into place as one is about to charge the dryad behind you. What does this look like?
I think Oak on top of Lidl, who's the flying serpent mount, is definitely all over the battlefield trying to knock these things, like, not really stun them, but essentially like kind of corral them. And when he gets in front of this charging owlbear, kind of like pats Little and rushes forward, like to gets her to rush forward with the 1000 rush and and slams it onto the ground, and Oak kind of like jumps off and stabs it with the rapier, like, while Lidl does her slam attack and like slams down on this owl. He bites its head off.
Excellent. And then Ihua, the one that you are fighting, you manage to injure it quite a bit, and with its dying breath, it releases a shriek, and the air around it begins to reverberate, and this pressure echoes out of it. And as it washes over you, you feel this seizing kind of movement take your body, almost as if it's trying to paralyze you, but you manage to break it off and break through it as you see another soul eater owl rushing forward. What does this look like?
As I shake it off, I think once I'm able to, again, taking a stance, it's like slamming my foot down and like sort of almost burying my feet into the earth. I go into the earth element, and there's like this wave of like green and brown sort of energy. There's like more, the ginseng smell I think even comes out more, and as this other owl begins to come towards me, Ihua finally takes out her short bow, which is her dedicated weapon, because she needs to be able to fight away and very close. And she is able to not only shoot it in the face, but the element is also bludgeoning for Earth, so she somehow punches the Soul Eater owl with an arrow.
I love it. And with that blow, we see the last of them felled. And peace washes over the grove. In the hours to follow, you see the dryads trying to repair what damage has been done to their home. And you are summoned to Grandfather Bark. He says, "It is only fair that I bless you with the breath-restoring flower." And the arm swings down with a groan as the bough lowers itself, presenting this blue flower to you. "It will grow back. Don't worry. I wish you well on your quest. Unji." "Yes, Grandfather?" "I would like to send you with these individuals. Guide them to the other flowers. It will be some time before you can find the Igong, but if he gives you any trouble, tell him to speak to me. I'm tougher than I look." He shakes his leaves.
So the restoration flower is the restoration flowers? Like within it, there's multiple flowers? We're not done?
If you're seeking them out, there are different kinds, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. You said this was a breath restoring one?
Yes.
Dope.
Wait, does that mean the forget-me-nots are also part of this series of flowers?
Unji kind of perks up. "Oh, I know what those are. No, those are not resurrection flowers. Resurrection flowers are a powerful type of them."
Smart kid.
Thanks. I do my homework.
Well, we've got one flower, and we can't just have a dragon that breathes. That's just a zombie. So, onward.
If you had to put a number to how many flowers there are to restoring someone, what kind of number would you put on that bad boy?
Well, 5 or 6, depending on who you ask.
5 or 6, depending on who you ask.
6 is probably best to shoot for if we're trying to do what
But
we're doing.
get extra strength.
Extra careful.
Yeah, the MD version.
Okay, goodbye. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good to meet
I like
you,
the idea that the
Grandfather
tree
Oak.
is leaving us. Like the
The
tree
tree's
is like,
not going
"All right,
anywhere.
kids."
Bye.
So it extends the branch out to you. Who wants to pick it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Ooh, go you.
You can add breath restoring flower to your inventory. And as you pick it, you see that the tree's face slowly closes and begins to fade away as if going to sleep.
Hey.
Wish I could go to sleep that fast.
How do you feel, Yoon? Tens of thousands of years of torture?
Nope. Not yet.
You look good.
I
You
feel
look
good.
healthy.
You do look good.
Oh, thank you.
I love Oak.
What?
I just like you a lot, son.
You too, Ajashi.
All right.
You're the naughtiest good boy, Oak.
What? I was just okay.
And we see the camera following the party as Unji begins to lead you further into the flower fields of Sachan. And that is where we are going to take our break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. We're going to top up on our drinks, do a little stretchy stretch, and we encourage you to do the same. As in the meantime, please check out the giveaway that we're doing over on Twitter. You can have a chance to win a hard copy of Undying Corruption or stickers. There's also a link to the pre-order shop if you want to take a look at all the designs. They're all very, very pretty. So we'll be right back. We're back. Bye-bye. As we open back up on our adventure, we come upon a field of roses. You see that thorn-covered stems are all tangled up with one another, contrasting against the vibrant roses with vibrant shades of red and white all around you. You can see that they form something of a dome, and there seems to be a small clearing in the center where a single rose grows. Unji points to it. That's the blood-restoring flower.
Feels on the nose.
Feels
All
about
right.
right.
Who's getting that one?
I'll go get it. Is that all right?
Please
Wait.
be careful. As you can see, the vines are very thorny. It's...
Okay. Is there anybody here we need to ask to get it?
Unji looks around. There's no one here. I can take you to the Igong Shrine if you want, or you can pick them, and then we can talk to the Igong, I guess. Yeah, it's up to you.
All
I'll
right.
take it.
What? Wait, what? You're gonna get it?
Do you want to pick up something called the blood restoring flower?
Yeah, just just
I mean, Oak's tiny.
pumping a body full of liquid. That's right. You
Why are
use
you
the,
full
the
of
breath
these words?
and then the blood.
Everything coming out of you
I like
always
the
sounds
three
like
of
an
us all went-
innuendo. Why?
Yeah, sure. Pick it up. Sure.
I think the problem's the thorns, right? We have to clear the thorns out of the way.
Does it look like there's a way for when Oak looks at this? Does it look like a path to get to it? Like it's just, is it an open dome? It's a clearing,
It's
right?
kind of like a dome over a clearing. So you basically have to
Okay.
get through a
And we're on the
wall of
outside.
like brambles and briar thorns. So
So we have to cut
you
it
could
down
cut it
or
down. You
something?
could try to wiggle
It
through.
feels. I'm gonna let me try to see if I can find a path.
Okay. Roll
So
me
dexterous.
either a dexterity saving throw or do a survival check.
I'll do a dexterity saving
Okay.
throw. I rolled a 16. I get a +5, so
All right,
21.
you beat it. Tell me what it looks like as you just literally like wiggle through with all kinds of acrobatic and nimbleness.
So Oak kind of like pokes around and sees where he can see the clearing best. So that to him is going to be this probably the best opening, and he'll carefully put his halfling arm in and his lunamorph foot up, and just like very like kind of like a, I don't know, if you were to take those you know those ropes, the slack lines that people jump on and stuff, and you make like a big web of slack lines and people just had to climb through, you know, just kind of like just like Mission Impossible style.
All right. You safely tumble into the center, and now you are essentially trapped in this dome here, and you find the single flower. You see that it is extremely vibrant and a deep, deep red color, much darker than the other ones. You also see that there are a crown of thorns that sort of grow around it. It will be very difficult to pick this flower.
Hello?
No one responds.
Who's there?
Except Ajishi.
Oh, I was just seeing if someone was you know living in the dome, Ajishi. I'm just
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. Okay. Can I how could I, based on the dimensions, would my arm reach the flower if I found a way to get to it?
Roll me a sleight of hand.
I don't like the way Stella said
Why?
that.
I'm just saying words.
Put your tiny little human arm with your cute little bunny ears.
You guys
Go
ever
be
heard the story
vulnerable.
of Briar Rabbit?
I rolled an 8 plus 5 is 13.
Lean.
Okay. You almost managed to grab it, but you twist your hand a little too quickly, and the flower jerks in your grip, and it turns towards you, and there's a spray of scalding blood that washes over you. You take 8 acid damage as you pick the flower.
Don't forget you have 11 temporary hit points that Ajishi gave you earlier.
That's right.
Acid.
Sapphic.
What does this look like? You can also add it to your inventory.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it, and it sprayed scalding acid blood on me. I think as Oak sees that he's about to get it, he's like smiling and like real happy, like I did it, I'm doing it. And then it's just like slow motion where the flower turns and he's like, oh no, and then it's just like acid blood. And he pulls it out and gets some scratches on his arm as it happens, and just kind of like tries to point it away from him and like shake off the liquid
it's like
from him.
You
I
turn,
got it.
You turn
I
it
got
and just like then like then it stops.
Like a garden hose, like on oh God. Okay. All right. I got the flower.
Good job!
I'm coming out.
You look at the briar
then,
patch.
Oh God!
What happened? Wait. Oh yeah, now I gotta get out, right? Okay. I'll go back from whence I came.
All right, you can do a dexterity saving throw at advantage.
And just
God,
like,
I missed the whole
he's
thing.
been hit. He's been hit.
18.
Okay, you make it through just fine. It's a little more care and consideration now that you've been burned. You managed to make your way through. And she says, "Good job. That looks like it hurt."
Yeah, a little pain doesn't make. Yeah, it did. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, we can keep going if you want.
Yeah.
All right. She stomps
Moving away.
along. As you move over into the next area, you see over a field of yellow flowers, multicolored cocoons float about. Phantasms in the shape of bees drone on around them, slipping in and out innumerable quantities. The electrified buzzing in the air intensifies as the bees detect the approaching presence of people. As you approach, Unji sticks out her arm and she says, "Wait, I'm going to try something here." And she will move forward and she begins to cast a spell. And as she does, she will effectively cast like a sleep spell, and you see that all of the bees begin to gently waft down.
Perfect.
Who wants?
I feel like Eugen helped her with like pipe
Okay,
magic.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
For our audience, we have a veil of bugs, so we're not going to get too deep into this. So essentially, we see Eugen and Unji begin to like carefully move forward, and you see that as the flowers that are protected in this ring here, there's a lone flower shining the brightest. She looks over at you. That's the flesh restoring flower.
Tasty. We do need flesh restored.
Maybe it'll make me younger. And she's gonna go over there.
Oh god.
Be careful. Be careful. It might spit flesh at you.
That sounds disgusting, but in the right way, in the right time, maybe we can make a rain check.
I'll like if it's above us, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. You boost.
Oh, thank you, Eugen.
I like boost, like kind of like hug you with one arm, and I like have one paw ready with claws just in case.
as he's like crawling up, he's like, this is the only time you hug me. I'll just note that.
Can I get a nature check from you, Ajashi, as you're reaching for the flower?
Sure can.
Wait,
What is my nature? Chaos.
can I help you?
I feel like before Ajashi climbs up, can I do a little guidance on him and just say, be careful. Don't want to break that knee before it's ready.
조심해요.
And guidance.
Be careful.
Oh.
Oh!
Me, careful. Always.
Ow!
So you're so kind, and you think about me all the time. This is certainly a flower. I got a 1.
All right. Yeah, you pick the flower.
It's really good looking. Looks great.
God, you just stuff the flower into your pocket. You have a flesh restoring flower.
Woohoo.
Add that to your inventory.
We believe you.
No, don't you look away in shame. You have to face us with your
Face
eyes.
the consequences.
You have to look at us with your human eyes. Your American eyes.
What? America? What is that?
You're seeing orbs.
Great, thanks.
He just like, I feel like grabs that flower. He's like, and then shoves it in his pocket. And you're probably like, that's terrible for flowers. And he's like, it's made of flesh. I can feel it.
The flower is not made out. Well, okay, now it is.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
he could just be lying. He
Yeah,
could just
no one
be
knows.
lying.
It's in your pocket now. You're the only one who put eyes on it.
Nobody
Yeah.
check. Yeah, nobody check. Nobody talk to me.
Thanks, Technique.
Yeah, just rewarding puns. Thanks for subs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Big heart.
As the group of you move on,
Gently place you down.
Thank you, Eugen. You're so sweet. And then they just gently tap. Your teeth look so sharp.
And Oak kind of walks up next to you. Eugen, I think you should give Ajashi a hug.
And
I mean, if you want to.
I like get closer. I step over, and I don't come down to Ajashi this time. Instead, I like bend over and give you a rough, tiger tongue lick on your comb over.
Oh no.
Oh my come over! One of the hairs comes off
you
though, and now I only
Disrespect.
have 2. I only have 2 come over hairs now instead of 3.
They're the best hairs, though.
Best 2, just like this. And he goes, "Oh, that's nice, Eugenia. You're so sweet."
That's affection. That's good. Okay, fine. And I like.
That's nice. And he gives you like the soft like circle rubs that grandparents do.
Aw.
Fine, that's
Aw.
nice. Okay, I like that.
You're a nice kid, Eugenia.
I'm
We should
old
go.
too. Let's go.
Unji is very confused about what's going on. She's like, well, all right. Next is over this way. And the ground becomes muddy as you begin to approach what appears to be a pit. It's fenced off with a wooden barrier. Mushrooms are growing out of the walls, and they light the way down like stars in the cosmos. You can see that this pit appears to be about 30 feet in diameter and 100 feet deep. As the group of you lean over and look down, you see that there's a variety of mold and murkiness inside of this pit. And in the very center is a flower.
It's 100 feet deep,
Yes.
you said? Ooh. Okay.
That's a doozy.
I can do this one.
How are you gonna get down there?
I have rope.
You could also
I
just take
have-
Lidl.
No. I have a Dungeoneer's pack, so I have pythons, and I can wall climb down.
Amazing. Is that gonna be dexterity checks?
It does look quite
God.
slippery looking down. You also see that there's mold growing on the walls itself.
Yeah, you don't want to get a big whiff of those spores.
Oh,
There.
wait, I think I might have something.
Hmm?
You see Ajashi take off his, I'm gonna use it as this as well. But my, oh wait, no, because it burns away. Just kidding, I can't do that because he'll cry. He has a little, he has a bujok, which is his talisman that he has. This is my item. And he like affixes it to you. And right, because a bujok is the paper, right? Yeah, it's a little yellow paper with red writing on it, and he like peels the back of it, is what I'm gonna say, and slaps it onto you. And it takes a minute for it to take effect, but with this is also from the Undying Corruption module, but it is a talisman, and you spend 1 minute affixing it on armor or clothes, and when you're targeted with an effect that would inflict either poison or disease against you, you can roll with advantage. And then there's some other stuff if like you remove it, or if you use it, it burns away once it's used. But
There you go.
I like to think that he has like a little heart on it though. Like he's drawn like a heart and a butterfly on it. So, and then he kind of just like slaps it on you. And he goes, "There you go. I feel like maybe this might be useful for you."
I can, if you will allow, I can do some kind of check with disadvantage to try and go down.
So,
What if I cast Enhance Ability on you and we do a little bit of Cat's Grace? Or
Ooh.
Bears and Nerds, I don't know. Something that helps you. I'm feeling Cat's Grace though.
What's on your mind,
Yeah.
Stella?
to go down in here, you get a sense that climbing it is not going to be the issue. The issue is the mold specifically. So you definitely don't have to worry about messing up on like the dexterity checks.
All right,
I will need a Constitution saving throw for you.
I can do that.
And I'll say that you have advantage because of the charm.
Excellent.
Yay.
Natural 20.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey-o.
Very carefully with your joined efforts, these spells cast on you, Ihwa, you begin to make your way down, careful not to touch any of the mold. You hold your breath as you begin to descend, and you make very deliberate movements. And you can see that the mold flakes off even at the lightest brush, but you manage to turn your head away before it risks any kind of detriment to you. You can see that the parts of the mold that touch your clothes, in small segments, they seem to burn away some of your shoulder, your sleeve. It doesn't hurt you, but you get the sense that this is very dangerous. As you reach about 50 feet down into the pit, I will need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Word. Nineteen.
19, very good. You breathe the air in and you can sense that there is something heavy about it. You're able to shake it off, but you find this sort of fog rolling over your mind and your senses, almost as if you're on the edge of being confused. But you manage to reach to the bottom of the pit, and you see a single flower, the bone restoration flower. Do you pick it?
Yep.
Okay. Add a bone restoration flower to your inventory. There's a moment where everyone sort of holds their breath as you watch Ihwa reach for the flower. Take it with no trouble at all and secret away and begin to climb back up.
I'm really glad it didn't spit a bunch of bones at her.
I held my breath the whole time. I'm lying.
Eventually, you make your way up to the very top.
Good job, you did it. Got down to the bone on that one.
That was nasty. Why is mold guarding a bone flower?
It's me.
You think it'd be like it's like the marrow of the world, you know? I don't
Mold?
know.
Just
Sure.
marrow-
We're all made of mold.
We're all made of mold.
I like that.
Ooh. Okay.
We all become mold. Eugen, I'm very close, you know? Everyone's like, what is that? I think it's mold. It's not. Not yet.
I feel like you're mixing up mold with mushroom. We all become mushroom.
Oh.
But that's
He just kind of
okay.
thinks
We
about it for a
accept-
while. Okay, we've
Oh my
got
God.
4.
No,
Yeah.
set. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've
Okay, we
almost
need
got them
5
all.
and 6.
Yeah. Well, the Igong Shrine is not far from here. It's that way.
I guess we should go.
Yeah, sorry. We have blood, flesh, bone, and what was the other one again?
Breathing.
Breathing. Got it.
And there were 5 to 6.
Yeah?
Depending on who you ask.
Didn't seem very sure.
He didn't. You're barking up the wrong tree.
No.
Jushi.
Well, now
That's
that
my
he's given you the breath restoring flower, you can't exactly talk to him until the flower grows back.
Oh, that's how it works.
Nani.
I know, we all went, ah!
Yeah.
Is that like a sad death thing?
Are you telling me we're taking things away from...
This feels less good now.
Ew.
Let's go this way.
That's so logical. Yep.
I'm concerned.
Too
now,
late to
but
go back.
Too late.
You know-
You pick these flowers.
We did it already. I did wonder why he went directly to sleep after we took it, but that's for future me to contemplate, and he can just.
Oh. Oh no.
I mean,
We had
time
to
is weird here, right?
Yeah, we had his consent. It was okay.
I'm sure he'll
Everything
be
grows back.
fine.
Oh God.
You see a lone shrine.
Uji.
Oh, yeah?
When you talk like that, it makes it sound like you're just trying to console us
Oh,
and lying.
I'm not lying.
Insight check.
She's not lying.
Oh,
She's
Lord.
not lying.
Okay.
Stella's
I was
just
like,
having a great
hey.
time. Sorry.
Good.
All right.
Amazing.
I guess we should all go off with the same level of happiness we've had this whole time.
Yeah, let's just ignore that and then we'll come back to it later.
Morality is for the living. Let's go.
A lone shrine stands at the center of a bed of flowers. Vines slither around the structure, writhing in such a way that appears as if they are caressing it. In the shrine, all that looks back at the players is their reflection from the mirror positioned on top of it. This is his shrine.
Oh.
Who he? He who?
The Ikong,
Well,
Ego.
the flower
shit.
god.
Yeah.
Ihu, are you sleeping? Ihu.
You.
So there's a mirror, and you just see yourselves in it.
okay.
Wait, are we the Egon?
Bungie
Yes,
shakes her head.
Absolutely. You've cracked the case, Oak.
Sweet,
Yes,
sweet
all
himbo.
along.
He's been gone for so long. It's been inside you this whole time.
Well,
Is there a bell to ring?
I like the mirror.
Oh.
Bungie raises a brow. Okay.
Do we put coins on? Maybe they'll come meet with us if we pay for their time.
Does anyone have a higher 15 or higher passive perception?
23.
Someone does.
Oh,
Yeah.
15.
Ihwa, you get the sense that you're being watched from the other side of the mirror.
Put your finger against it and see if it touches them.
I mean, I put my tongue against it.
Yeah, there you go.
Eugene, because you licked it, you can tell that this mirror is magic.
Tingly.
ooh,
Not tingly.
in a good way?
You know, magic mirrors always end well, so
Oh. I'll lick it
There's
too.
someone on the other side of it.
Anything on
hopefully.
is there anything on the other side of the mirror? If Oak goes behind the mirror and
No,
looks,
it's just a mirror.
Yeah, touch it.
there's nothing behind the mirror.
We could do good cop, bad cop. It's a two-way
the
mirror.
mirror.
Nothing happens.
Usually it's like mirrors.
you smudge it. Your
you know,
fingerprints are all
hide
over it
the
now.
other side.
Maybe we have to make our case, right? Maybe they're watching us like a television.
I don't know what that is.
It's a special spell, kind of like scrying, but for media.
It tells visions.
It tells visions. That you're such
For
a smart
me?
boy.
For meat? A television is for meat?
Could I
It's
make
like
an Arcana
shows.
check?
Yes.
Like bard shows.
Someone please be useful.
Mm-mm.
8?
8.
Okay, even
Oh,
with an
no.
8, let me see. What can I give you here? I'll say even with an 8, you know that generally mirrors serve as gateways. Sometimes they're used in spells as a door.
Okay.
What if we knock on it?
Yeah.
You
knock
go
on the
ahead.
door.
I knock on 안녕하세요. Or wait, I should try it the other way. 여보세요. 여보세요. like, are there seams here? Like, I'm trying to find it to like open the door, like slide it back.
As you put your hands all over this, all of a sudden a hand comes out and it pushes
Oh,
your face
God.
onto sheet and just kind of gently shoves you away from the mirror.
Oh, that's
And then the hand goes back
Hmm.
in.
Ooh.
That was immersive. I felt entrenched in the vision, you know?
That was a hand reaching out.
Oak is going to pull out the blood restoring flower
Okay.
Uh-oh.
and say, "We're here because we need a resurrection flower for the Dragon King."
Let me not accidentally use the baby voice. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
That was great.
You have to stick to it, though, that is.
You're going to die.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
That is all very good and well, but I'm not going to let you through.
Why?
That's okay. We didn't really want to go through the gate. Like, sounds like you haven't like visited people in a while. Like, maybe do you want to have a chat? Topside?
As the youngins
Roll me a
do.
persuasion check.
You want
Yes,
to see some
go,
of
Eugen.
Ajashi's skin?
It's newly minted. I'm fresh as a baby's butt.
Let's go. Let's go.
22.
Okay.
Ooh.
There's a moment of hesitation in the air before you see the visage of someone shimmering into view on the other side of the mirror. Art!
Yay!
Oh,
Beautiful.
no! I love them.
The gut roots get me. I love that.
Okay, sorry. I'm
They
actually
get me.
staying
I
here
feel.
with them. I'm not leaving.
Gender.
anymore.
Right?
Collar.
Gender.
Beautiful.
You see an
I
individual
bow.
wreathed in very many flowers. You see that pink hand again, and beyond them, you see a sea of white flowers just stretching out behind them. And you see that they each have that same look of the five-pointed star, very much like the other flowers that you have. And the Igong cants their head and looks at you, and they say, I suppose I am curious. I can sense that you've been collecting the resurrection flowers. There is only one other person that has made it this far in collecting as many as you have. Princess Bari.
Chucky.
You say you wish to restore someone? Why should I help you? The final flower is here in my domain.
It's a matter of the dragon courts going into disarray. That would be neglectful to ignore, wouldn't it?
We know you don't have to care about the mortal planes per se. Mad respect to you. Like, I now see the field of flowers. I do understand why you don't leave your place. Very pretty. Too many spirits, too much chaos would happen if we let the Dragon King stay dead. That was unnatural. He belongs back on a seat.
You like my flowers?
Flowers are gorgeous, and the placement is perfect.
Is that so? Which one was your favorite?
The one that spat on you.
I think, the flesh flower sounds pretty cool.
I know this is really young.
That's it.
Oh.
Every goddamn time, Oak.
Roll a. I don't know what do you roll here. Charisma? I don't know.
Okay.
Persuasion check.
Charisma.
Charisma.
No, we're not making a thing.
I rolled a 15 and my charisma modifier is 4, so 19.
Okay. The Egong's kind of looking you up and down a little bit.
Short man.
Fuck, how does the flower god react to that? Hold on.
I loved your flesh flower. Yes,
Oh, God.
great.
If Ajushi pulls it out, it's not made out of flesh. It's just a
Is that what the
flower.
kids are calling it these
Is
days?
that your flesh
Oh my
flower?
God, stop. Okay, the Egong, I'm sweating.
We're adults.
The Egong says, all right, you've piqued my curiosity. I suppose I'll let you through, and you can take the final flower. This field you see behind me, they are the soul restoration flowers. Among them are also flowers of destruction. You may enter. And you see the Egong take a step away, and all you see are the flowers on the other side.
We like hold up a finger. I'm like, I think it's huddle time. I just show me your wisdom.
Well, I mean, I don't have a lot of experience in this department.
Unji.
You gotta put your hands up. Oh God, are they gonna hear us?
Unji.
Yeah?
Do you know how to identify the difference between the soul restoration flower and the flowers of destruction? Because that sounds bad.
Yeah, this sounds really bad. I can try.
Do or do not.
Should Unji be here, everyone?
Yeah, why not? Think of the life lessons. Imagine if you were a little kid and you
Or
ran
the
into
death
us
lessons,
and you
what
got to
if she dies?
Probably has a better idea than we do, anyways, of these flowers.
Do you want to go inside Egong's field?
By myself?
Can only one of us go?
No, with
Oh,
us.
okay. I don't
That's all-
I
Okay,
don't want to
okay,
be first.
No,
Hmm.
I'll go first. Oak walks through.
Right? Yeah, it's like stepping over and in. Oak disappears.
Oh no. I am so concerned. What is the cost of a soul restoring flower? And why are they surrounded by destruction?
I'm gonna try to do a nature check.
They seem coveted.
Not covet you. No, I'm so sorry. That's just not not your
Oh God, that's not.
Can
that
I
good.
help you with your nature check? I feel
I
like
would
you and your
love
nature
that.
checks
That'd be
have
really
not
good.
been doing too
I
hot.
I only got a 15.
Oh,
I'm gonna pick up Unji so that we can go in together.
Okay. She's like,
if that's
"Whee!"
possible.
She slings her arms around your
Oh.
neck and keeps
Oh.
her feet. And the two of you disappear.
I'm also going in
Hey
to
yo.
look at the
Okay.
flowers.
Hello.
15 nature check. There's a bunch of white flowers on the other side.
Damn it!
don't worry. If we get a closer look, they'll be easier to tell, I'm sure.
Look at all of these flowers.
And I'll go next.
All right. As the party
Bruh.
makes their way through, you all
Yep.
enter a map.
Uh-oh.
Jolly good.
Ooh.
Yes.
As you enter through, you see this wide open space. There are thousands and thousands of these perfect flowers. The mirror releases a blinding flash, and as you enter through this doorway, you see beyond the Igong is a stone statue of a 9-headed titan with its fists raised in the air as if caught in mid-motion, mid-swing, frozen in time. The statue is covered with vines with white flowers sprouting across them. The Igong looks at the group of you, and you can see that they don't have any feet. From their robes comes very many red roots, almost ginseng-like in appearance. And the Igong slowly slides out of the way of the statue and just watches you. Curiously, moves off to the side.
There's no chance you'd be helping us there, Your Majesty. Your Grace. Your Benevolence. Your Highness. No, I've already said
The
that.
Igong bends down and seems to continue their gardening work, keeping an eye vaguely on the group of you, but they seem to busy themselves.
You're not concerned that we're gonna take one of these flowers.
Have to make sure we take the right one.
Or it's 10,000 years of hell.
I'm
mean,
not
oh.
even gonna live that long.
What if it's like a
I'm-
suspension, though, where you have to live out your days?
I'm focused on the Titan.
Yeah, that looks bad.
As you look over to the Titan, the Igong's eyes follow yours, Ihua, and they say to you, "That is the Jihaguk Hedgehog, one of the primordial entities that competed with the Naragwang for supremacy, leading armies of the undead. The Titans, however, had a weakness to alcohol and were susceptible to poison.
I still have two bottles of soju in my bag.
That's my boy.
You may pick your flower of resurrection, but I must warn you, you will also wake the Titan."
If we wake the Titan before picking a flower, will the Titan show us the flower?
The Igong smiles and continues their work.
And I start taking out my short bow. Anyone want to join me in some vandalism?
She's so cool. Can you believe I want to be like her when I grow up?
So cool.
Yes, Iwa, you know I'm here to back you up.
I'm gonna stand a little further back though. That was my new skin.
You all get the sense that the Igong here is spectating.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's okay, we'll put on a show for you.
Okay.
Those are very thoughtful looks. I'm so concerned.
Noibus. You and you're good with nature, right?
Yeah. I think I've got this.
Everyone sees I like knock my arrow. I go into my wood stance, and this is specifically going to be the overcoming flow, and I'm going to imbue my short bow with poison damage. So
interesting. That's
could
so
I
cool.
roll to hit? I want to go for the center head.
Okay. So it's still a statue.
Yeah.
Okay. You were instructed that once you pick a flower, it'll not be a statue anymore.
What if we like
what
cut its
material is
eyes
the
out
statue?
and then rip its arms off?
Oh, that is
deface the
very
statue
violent.
first.
We pre-fight it before it can come to life.
I was gonna say.
What material is the statue made out of?
Rock.
Just rock.
Impossible to break stone until it becomes alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get the
Okay,
sense that
so
like its
can I-
depetrification won't be instant, so you will have a round
Right.
to do stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
You wanna hold
I'm
that
getting the sense.
arrow while I go pick the flower?
I was gonna say if someone wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Let's time this all really carefully. I saw you enter. You said the wood stance.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I will spend a key point as well. And I see you. We know these forms, baby.
Is this from the Paradise in Bloom? Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
the way of
the
the
dosa.
dosa. Yeah.
Oh,
I only
shit.
took 5 levels in monk, so the only thing I have from the Undying Corruption is the first step of the generative flow. So I see you take the wood stance, and of the 5 elements, I'm like, cool. Oh, I'm here for complimentary. So I think I will take the water stance, which will star the circle. If you know your elements, water strengthens wood. That makes sense.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me about that?
Like, oh, you want me to read the
Do you want me to
text?
talk about wood stance super quick? So wood stance. There are 5 elements that strengthen one element, strengthened by another. Each is overcome by one element and overcomes another. So going into wood stance, wood strengthens fire and is strengthened by water. It overcomes itself, wood, and is overcome by metal. The skills associated, so I technically would have expertise in the skills of medicine and nature, even if I'm not currently proficient in them. And the associated damage is poison. So with the first steps into the overcoming flow, which is a level 6 monk feature of the Way of Dosa, I can select the element with which to align my body at first, and then beginning at my next turn, I move to the element my current element overcomes. So then I gain resistance to poison damage in the wood stance, and I deal an extra 1d6 damage of poison because it's associated with my monk weapon.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. So we'll say that as Yoon picks the flower, there is a sort of heaviness that washes over the area. And you all see that the Jihaoguk Taejok, this titan with 9 heads, it begins to slowly move. You can see that the stone is melting away. His eyes flick open, and it roars out.
No longer shall I be imprisoned.
As it calls out for its freedom, everyone has an attack of opportunity here. I would like everyone to roll for initiative. We'll determine the order for combat.
Natural 20.
You're amazing.
What does that
I
turn?
love
20
that.
turn into?
20 turns into a 24.
That's an 18 for Yoon. Yujin with a 7. Oak with a 12.
God.
Ajishi with a 4.
Oh, Ajishi.
You guys haven't had the chance to see how bad I roll because it's only been 3 sessions. But gosh, dang it.
I'm seeing it today.
I feel like
It's
she did like a trip over like roots or something. And
oh, great heavens!
Eugene got so distracted, like, no, don't fall. Brittle bones, old man.
Lift me up. Can't help, Eugen. I can't get up.
Okay.
All right, so y'all will go first, but the turn order will be Ihwa, Yoon, the Titan, Yujin, Ok, and then Ajashi. All right, combat begins now. Surprise round. Ihwa, what would you like to do?
2 attacks with my short bow, including 2d6 extra poison damage.
All
if I hit.
right.
To clarify, 1d6 for each attack. Okay, so that's gonna be 19 to hit and a 26
Okay,
to
the
hit.
19 does
23.
not hit. Armor class is 20. So the second hits.
That's gonna be do you need me to separate poison and piercing?
Yes.
Okay. So it's 4 piercing and 4 sorry. It's 8 piercing and 4
okay.
poison.
Is your bow magical? Okay.
No.
So it'll be half minus 4 and how much poison?
4
okay.
total.
You see that as your arrow hits, the arrow doesn't go as deep as you think it would normally. And then you see that the poison effect that is imbued in the arrow, it crackles over the flesh of the creature, and you see these dark veins, almost as if it's super effective.
Mm-hmm. I want to make sure between you and I, Jess, I definitely wanted to have given Eugene a battle axe. So is there one over the other that you would have wanted, the gold or the silver one?
I am but a meat suit whose head empty. I don't care. I don't remember which one did which. You can toss me whichever.
The gold one was the berserker axe, which I'm assuming I feel like would suit you more. The silver one bypasses non-magical.
No, you take silver. Silver's good.
Okay.
Silver fox.
All right. Did you want to move at all?
How far away are we? Let's see.
You are about 40 feet away. This creature is very tall, like 12 feet tall, 15 feet tall. And you see that it is wielding a very large maul, which is like the equivalent of a tree, essentially. So for all intents and purposes, it looks like it's got some reach. Wink.
Great.
Okay. Looks like it has reach. Interesting. I am going to look over my skills a little bit longer and stay where I am currently at.
Okay. Would you like to end your turn? All
Yes.
right. Next in the turn order, surprise round is Yoon.
Oh, okay, we're just gonna move up a little bit closer. I think my range is 30 feet. Gonna double check that. Yeah, okay. So, we're gonna cast Infestation, and since Bugs is one of our, I believe, veils, I'm gonna reflavor this. So Yoon is gonna, like, shove their hands into the ground and, like, really get their fingers into the dirt, and you see, like, spores kind of, like, float up from the ground, and suddenly a ripple of kind of, like, mushroomy goopy mushrooms kind of start clawing their way and, like, popping up in a straight line towards this titan, and as it gets to it, like, a explosion of like black ichor claws is gonna try to like wrap up around it and surround it. We're casting just infestation, it's just a little cantrip, but it needs to make a con save.
Okay. It rolled a 22.
Oh, that's definitely going to save. Let's see. Vortex and moves. Okay, so it won't move since it's saved. That's gonna be the action. And I think that's all I'm doing for now.
We'll skip the Titan's turn since this is a surprise round. Yujin, you are up next.
It's me! It's the little tiger. Okay, so I was helping up Ajashi. I'm like, cool, pat, go on. Duty calls! Okay, movement of 40. I'm gonna move... Okay, pounce. If I move at least 15 feet straight towards a creature, hit them with a melee attack. Cool. Probably gonna do the strength. Strength saving throw, I doubt. This guy looks scary, but... DC 15 strength saving throw for my body slam pounce.
Okay.
Please.
Strength. It rolled a 1. Okay, that turns it into a 12.
Yes!
Amazing.
That's terrifying. Oh my god. Without him, Grayskull! I run and pounce it. And that unarmed strike tiger claws. So that would be 2 hits as a monk. 1d6. Okay, we can do this.
Does that pounce make him prone?
Yes. This is be knocked prone.
All
yes,
right.
that's the answer. That's so smart.
Nice.
My back.
Okay. So if I pounce and then bonus action, unarmed strike, do I have to roll to hit? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that is not, that first one did not hit. Absolutely not.
Armor
Not
class
even with
is
mine.
20.
No. Yeah. Okay. I have a dexterity of +5. Come on. Just give me a 15.
Wow.
Ooh,
Jess just rolled a 5
I
and then a
just-
1.
Wow.
Okay, all I had was the body slam in me.
I mean, you bodied
I'm
it.
so sorry. I did. I believe in you all.
Excellent. It is now Oak's turn.
It's my turn.
And
Alright.
the allied NPC buddy here is your friend.
Okay. Oak is going to be riding Little straight up to the duder. When it says, is Little. Oh, sorry. Okay. What the hell am I thinking? When it says my ally, does that include myself? Because it doesn't say other creatures, so your ally could include myself or any allies.
You
right?
count as your own ally.
Okay. I will use my action to enact the stratagem of scapegoat.
What is a stratagem?
A stratagem is essentially like if you think of the fighter battle master subclass, it's essentially like that, but the stratagems are less. I mean, there's something similar like crossover a little bit, but it's all about yelling things out on the battlefield or tricking like enemies into thinking certain things to make them act a certain way. So in this case, Oak is going to charge with Little and just kind of give off as much, using their charismatic presence, give off as much of a, hey, I'm the fucking threat here. You got to come after me. Like screaming, you know what I mean, with the rapier and stuff. And okay, so as an action, all enemies within 60 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw against your stratagem save DC, which is 15. On a failure, they have disadvantage on attack rolls on all other creatures except an ally of your choosing myself, until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Your allies receive temporary hit points equal to twice the roll of your stratagem die. At my level, the stratagem die is D6. So I'll roll D6. I got a 4, so it's twice the amount, so I get 8. But does that overwrite it if I have more temporary hit points than that now? I
So
think
they
I
don't
do,
add.
but-
You basically just choose one
Oh, I don't.
source.
Yeah.
So if something else gives you,
So I will
okay,
take
good.
the 8.
Yeah. So you have 8
Because
temporary
I already
hit points.
used. So I have 8, and then my bonus. Oh wait, did they fail or succeed?
You said
It's a shoot. I
said
scrolled up.
wisdom, right?
Scapegoat. Yep, wisdom.
They rolled a
saving throw.
24.
Rough, buddy.
All right. Well, I still got my temporary hit points. That's cool.
Wait, did we at least pick the right flower?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, thank you. You're so gracious.
And oh wait, I don't think I have a bonus action. I think I have just a bunch of actions. I will that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Oh, it's a surprise round. Okay.
Don't be so excited. Oh no.
The way that
No,
they
I
held
did
their
not like
hands
that.
up like they were about to just knock us out. It's like,
Ajishi, it's your turn.
okay. You see him grab Unji's hand and go, okay, we gotta get out of here. And he's gonna use his and if they don't want to come with Ajishi, that's fine too, but he's gonna try to get them out of the line of fire. And so he would just like gingerly grab their hand, but come on, we don't want to be here.
All right.
And run. Oh, my measuring tool is still on, and run over here behind the Igong. That as they're like just kind of like continuing to garden and like kind of haphazardly waters like shoves Unji over there, like help them garden or something, and like shoves them over there, and but kind of like peeks over behind the Igong.
As you do, the Igong kind of like just moves away from you. But he also, you see, like as you approach and more or less give Unji to his care, you see that they raise up their arm and they seem to usher carefully Unji out of the way. Unji is effectively a non-combatant here.
Okay, good. Okay, and that's pretty much what
Yeah,
Ajishi was
and the
trying to
vibe
do,
that you
so
get
that's great.
from the Igong, there's definitely a protective vibe here. There's a deliberate, like, they know exactly what you're doing, but then, like, as you get closer, they're like, no, we're gonna go over here.
Yeah, but not you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And he goes, wow. And he is going to cast, oh my goodness, I just forgot it. Toll the Dead. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I rolled a 10.
Yes, good, you fail. That made me sad though, because I don't want to say that to my friend. And it's not been hurt.
Has.
Yeah, has it? Okay, it has. So this is doubled then by nature to a 1d12. What the fuck does a 12 look like? Okay, I found it. I figured it out. I never use a d12, so I was like, what is this? It's 2d12 because I'm level 8. This is exciting stuff, guys. Okay, so that's 8 points total, but a very cool part of the oh my goodness, the 9 Realms segment here from the Undying Corruption is that because I'm a Hearth domain, which is from their oh my goodness, their material, I get potent spell casting. So at 8th level, I add my wisdom modifier to the damage that I deal with any cleric cantrip, which I think is so baller because as somebody who constantly uses spiritual weapon and a cantrip, the majesty of that is so good. Okay, so that's 8 points plus my wisdom modifier, which is 4.
Okay.
So, and that is necrotic damage.
Okay. So tell
12
me
points
what
of
it looks
damage.
like when you cast this, and it's pretty obvious that the creature is immune to necrotic damage.
Dang it, Betsy. I forgot what damage honestly Told the Dead was until just now when I read the card. And that's on me, but I forgot that.
Still really cool.
You You
So-
get the sense, like, as you cast this spell, that this is a master of death here. And one of the heads immediately just snaps over as if detecting you, and it breathes in deeply.
I don't like that. Don't sniff me. Don't
I
sniff me.
forgot to do a super important thing. Here's
No,
some
you
art,
didn't.
y'all.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
Heck
Sexy.
yeah. That
I
looks
do
so
Look at
like
this
cool.
guy.
The
And
Titan's
terrible.
hot.
Snake.
He looks horrifying.
Pretty sexy, actually.
Snake.
I literally. Like, let's go.
Next MFA episode, put in your vote for this guy.
Yeah.
I have nothing else. I don't think I have any more bonus actions that I don't have any spells that I can do as
Alright.
bonus actions that is of merit. So I
Okay.
end my turn.
So at the end, because we forgot something, Lidl, you can have a turn real quick.
Lidl's like a giraffe. It's gonna wing his head around and swing it at the Titan with a slam attack.
Do it.
It's total miss. It's a 9.
I think like it slams against like part of the Titan that's still petrified, and you just see like just a solid like thunk. It sounds like it hurt Lidl more than it hurt it, but no damage here. All right, so that's gonna be the end of the surprise round. We are gonna go up to Ihua, top of the order. You see that at this point, the Titan has completely depetrified. It is no longer stone,
Mhm.
right? You see that it
Got up,
hefts up its maul, and it looks at Oak. Your turn, Ihua.
Got it. Okay. My movement is 50.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get right up next to Oak and be in the fray. Oh, that is you, not me. There we go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna basically, how tall is it compared to me?
It's like 18 feet
Or
tall.
just all of us, I guess.
It's huge.
Got
class.
it. Okay, so I'm hitting
Oh my
I'm hitting ankles and calves at this point.
But you can do like cool
Um,
stuff like climb up on it, but you essentially like end up in your space because you can't end your turn in the same space as a.
Exactly. I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll do 5 hits. Why not? I'm gonna hit it 5 fucking times, and I'm still in my wood form because wood overcomes wood, so I'm still doing poison damage
Okay.
each time. So let me do an insane amount of hits.
All right.
Let's go.
If you have any non-magical bludgeoning with your punch, it will be
Also-
increased.
My hits are magical.
Mm.
And
So-
since it's prone and it's a melee attack, they're at
That's
advantage.
true. It is. That's right.
Oh
You-
god.
Prone. It is
Eugen
prone.
did literally body this guy. Just like for effect, like we'll say
Okay.
that's like on one knee and its head is kind of down, like Dark Souls boss, right? Like it's not on its back, right? It's just kind of like.
Oh no.
Can I just give you what definitely hits? Okay.
Armor class 20.
So 3 of those attacks hit. So that's a key field attack as well as flurry of blows as well as my extra attacks. So I'm gonna do 3d6 plus 12 plus another 3d6. So the 3d6 plus 12 is gonna be the magical bludgeoning
Okay.
damage. So that is That
Math.
is 22 points of bludgeoning
Okay.
damage. And then poison. Poison is gonna be 8 points of poison
Okay.
damage. And I would like to. I did my movement, bonus actions, did everything. I'm gonna end it right here next
All
to
right. At the end of your turn, you see that as you deliver all of these blows, they all land on a specific head, and you see one of the heads of the Titan here. It explodes into a balloon of gore. And it's dead.
Juicy.
And at the end of its turn, it's going to use a legendary action.
A legendary action?
That's fair.
Who would have thought?
It has 9 heads or 7?
9. Yeah.
9. You said 9.
Okay. Ah! I don't need to pull my punches, right? Okay.
Yeah.
No. Go.
Yeah, lay it
Mission
on
to-
us.
Body us.
All right.
Hit us.
You see, at the end
Move
of your
like it.
turn, Ihwa, it lifts up a flower from one of the vines that was growing on it. It will use the flower of destruction. Each target within 20 feet of the creature must succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or become cursed until the end of the Titan's turn. While cursed, the targets have a vulnerability to the damage of the next attack they're struck by. Then the curse ends. So that's going to
that's
be
pretty good.
Yujin, Ulk, Ihwa, and also Lidl. You have to beat 17.
22.
All right. Give me a second.
22.
Ugh.
Little.
Wait till I'm up. Oh, let's go.
Okay. So, Yujin, you rolled a 15,
Just shy.
but you're in range of Yoon. You had a reaction thing, right?
I can only use it once per day, I believe.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
Yep.
This
sorry.
makes sense.
Okay. So, that Lidl is a 9, and Yujin is also a 15. You both fail. Ihwa and Ulk, you pass. You see, as he lifts up the flower of destruction, he blows on it very gently, and there's this moment of silence as the petals drift out, and it hits you, Yujin, right in the square of your chest, and it hits Lidl in the square of your chest, and you feel as if the breath has been taken from you. You feel a sense of dread and doom, something supernatural lurking on the edge of your perception, and you just feel that your very soul is in danger. You're cursed.
I love it. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yoon.
What are the what does curse mean?
Targets have vulnerability to the damage of the next attack.
Okay.
So basically
said.
double
So-
damage.
This is really fun. This is really fun though, because as Yoon sees this curse, they feel a grumbling in their tummy. With their fingers still in the dirt, she'll inhale just a really big, kind of like when you smell some really good food, and just big inhale, and opens her mouth as you see this curse that was on Yujin form itself into like a blackish cloud and start coming into Yoon as she inhales it. And we're using Pestilence Eater. At second level, you can use your body as a receptacle for diseases and curses that blight the world. As an action, you can choose to remove any curse, disease, or condition from another creature within 30 feet, except for these other ones that are about being prone and stuff. For every condition removed in this way, you gain a Guishin die. And for each of these die that your character carries, your current and maximum HP decreases by 2.
That is so
Other
cool.
things, but we'll save
Okay,
those.
so does the curse transfer to you, or is it gone?
I don't believe so. I think it's gone. It's just the penalty is that my max HP starts going down, and I don't know if you ever get that back. So, yeah.
I love it.
Okay,
Is that the circle?
cool.
Circle of the medium.
But
Is it? Nice.
yes, Circle of the Medium, Pestilence Eater. It's your second level feature.
Love
And
druids.
yeah, that's gonna be
Okay.
my action. It looks like I do have a reaction I can use later. And I think that is gonna be all I do. I don't really have a lot of bonus actions. Is anyone looking rough right now?
No one's been hit yet. It hasn't been its turn.
No? Okay, then we're cool. We're good. We're just gonna munch on this snack over here.
The way Stella
yeah.
said that.
That's it for me.
Excellent. Next on the turn order is the Titan. Okay. All right. So it's going to use half of its movement to stand up. It's no longer prone. You feel the earth shaking beneath you as the Titan rises up and it hefts up its maul. And it's going to do a multi-attack here. It will first bring the maul down on Oak. Does a 29 hit? Okay, you
Yeah,
take
sure.
22
Audacity.
bludgeoning damage. And I need you to roll it. Huh?
I was just gonna say I'm going to use the tactician movement. Where is it? Hold on, I'm sorry. There's just
No,
so
you're
much
good.
stuff. It's reflexive dodge. Oh, sorry, it's a lunamorph feature. Reflective dodge. When you take damage as a reaction, your instincts override your consciousness and propels your body out of danger like a rabbit. It didn't say like a rabbit. I added that. You reduce the damage by 5 plus your level, so that's 13, and move 5 feet away from the source of damage without taking an attack of opportunity. So I'm just going to reduce that by 13 and take 9 points of damage.
Okay,
instead.
very good. As it sees you withstand the maul strike, you see one of its snake-like heads whips down and tries to bite you. 25. You take
Sure
17
is.
piercing and 11 necrotic.
Holy crap.
Jesus.
17 and 11, 28. Okay.
Yep. That's gonna be its turn. Its legendary actions refresh at the start of its turn. Eugene, it's your turn now.
Yes. Okay. Ooh, wow. I think after being instantly cursed and then immediately soul sucked, I am so gracious. Like, thank you. You're amazing. Your mushroom powers know no bounds. And I like skitter a little bit away from Oak and Iwa, and like in their brain, they flash back to times of training and thinking about my ancestry. And I'm really pissed off at this point. I think it is now or never, and time for me to activate a Sangun power called Lord of the Beasts. And I'm going to go even bigger, tiger. That's what that means. Will of the Primordial. Starting at 3rd level, you can use an action to surrender yourself to your primal instincts as your physical features match that of your divine beast ancestor. You can use this up to a number of times equal to your proficiency modifier per long rest. Transformation lasts for 1 minute until you end it as a free action. When you activate this transformation, other creatures within 10 feet of you must make a dexterity saving throw. Or take fire damage, half your level rounded up, and ignite. That dex saving throw plus 5 proficiency bonus. Oh, wisdom. Okay. That's math. 8 plus 3 plus 5 is 16.
It rolled
Please.
a 6.
Sapphic. Burn in hell, you meanie.
Rawr. How much damage does it take?
Fire damage, half your level,
Okay.
4. So it's only 4. And ignite. I don't know what that means in 5e. I cosplay a 5e player. Sorry. Until a creature takes an action to douse the fire, the target takes the same damage at the start of their
Oh,
turn.
wow. Okay. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Ignite for damage, fire. Okay. Very good. Anything else for you?
In addition, my size increases by 1 category, so I was already medium.
There you go.
I was big.
Amazing.
Yeah, now I'm big. Bigger. And my weapons deal fire damage equal to my level with next melee or spell attack. So, bonus action, monk shit. Let's fucking go. Please hit. More unarmed strikes. Oh, bless you, sweet giant tiger. You said
Yes.
20 to hit? Mother of God! No, 19 was the highest I got. So, okay. Flames, I got really excited about my flames. Maybe we puff a little bit of smoke out of the pipe and I'm like, just kidding. Fine. Next time I'm trying to hit you and you're like, hey,
I think like as you're kind of squaring up with the Titan, it wheels around and it like catches one fist and then catches another fist.
Wish. I have not squared up with a martial opponent that's good in a long time. What's everyone's?
Is that the end of your turn?
I think yes.
Okay.
That is it.
Ok, it is now your turn.
My turn. As an aside, because of the Art of the Monster Slayer subclass for Tactician and the preparation ability, and being prepared for undead, since we were coming out of a town that had just been attacked by undead, I'm resistant to necrotic, so I just returned 5 of those necrotic damage to my.
Sounds good.
Okay. So for my action, I'm going to try this again. First, I'm going to step up, and then I will use the stratagem all-out assault.
Okay.
As an action, you create an opening that leaves an enemy wide open for attacks. Select an enemy within 60 feet of you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw against your stratagem save DC. It's 15. On a failure until the end of your next turn, all creatures then that successfully hit them with weapon attacks may roll your stratagem die and deal additional damage. But
It rolled a 23, unfortunately.
Okay, bonus attack, Lidl. Lidl's gonna slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lidl. Here we go. +7. 19.
So close.
It's fine.
All right. End of your turn. It's Ajashi's turn.
Amazing. So he's like, oh, yes, well, makes sense. After he sees like his little attack doesn't work. And then he just watches Oak get obliterated in one go. And he goes, ow, ow, ow. And you see his tiny little legs like running as he like all of a sudden becomes lightning fast and you blink. And suddenly Ajashi is right here behind Oak. And he goes, it's okay, it's okay. And as you're like fighting and trying to do all this stuff, he's like slapping the cold patches, like the hot, icy cold, like tiger balm patches on you, like slapping bandages on you as you move. And you're like, ow, that kind of hurts. So he is doing it with love. And at 4th level, he's going to cast Cure Wounds. And that is going to be 4d8 of healing. I almost said damage. Let me not do that to me, boy. I only have 3d, so hang on here. Ooh, that was good. Okay. 18, 19. Oh, this is probably the best I've ever rolled. Okay, hang on. 20. It's 31 points of healing to you, my friend. I'll never do that again.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Back to full.
Woohoo! And then he can't really do anything else because he can't like run away or anything. So he'll just go, oh, and then like try to hide behind Oak now or like Lidl and be like,
Love it. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action called Rebuke the Gods. It makes 1 attack. If it's used on a celestial or a creature that can cast cleric or paladin spells, it has advantage. So Ajashi, as you're running up and you cast this healing spell, you see one of the heads whip over towards you. And the snakehead opens its mouth and this ray explodes out. This pure negative energy as it casts chthonic ray at you. It hits with a 24.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
you take 4 necrotic damage.
I can handle it.
You must do a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Please hold.
Or be cursed.
Okay. No, I don't want to be that. Aww.
Are you cursed?
I rolled a
You're
1.
cursed.
Oh no.
Babe, no.
God damn it.
Can I use my my sentinel reaction?
Yeah.
Just, since it made an
What
attack
does
against
sentinel
Ajushi. I'm gonna skip the part that doesn't mean anything right now. It's kind of in the weird order. Anyway, when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Yeah.
And my turn has happened since I used my reaction against. Yeah, I have my reaction back. Mother effing poopy.
Oh, no.
18.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, so close. Oh, we're like dancing around the armor class. All right. Yeah, you take this bolt to the chest, and Ajushi almost feels as if you're aging right in the very moment, and you feel this heaviness weigh down on you. You are vulnerable to the damage of the next attack you're hit by.
You see him, like, he's always having fun, and even when he was healing Oak just now, he's still in good spirits, and you can tell he's a little chicken, but he's still, like, in the fray of things and doing things. And you see him kind of clutch his chest for a moment and get very still, and then kind of, like, raise himself back up, but it takes a lot more effort and a lot more work for him to navigate and move now. And he's kind of a little bit more serious. And then he shrugs it off and goes, "Oh, it's fine, we're gonna get him!" And that's the end of it.
That's the end of the turn order. We go back up to Ihwa.
Okay, I'm very mad.
Yeah.
Are we still at 1 head being blown off, or did we get 2?
Let's see.
Anymore?
The 1 head is gone. 1 looks really fucked up.
Okay. Whatever I have to do to climb up to that head, I will.
Okay.
Would that be?
Well, what's your intention? Because I'll flavor like all kinds of like, climbing and stuff.
Yeah, my intention, I'm gonna do my extra attacks, and just depending on if I am able to like get rid of the head, I want to like rip it off, but I need to climb up the body first.
Just for the sake of expediency, the heads don't have individual HP. It's just like a
Got it.
Yeah, incremental.
Got it. Okay.
So attack.
Cool. Should I roll anything to climb?
That's fine. Just go ahead and attack.
Up the body? Word.
You're
Okay,
a monk.
word.
You can climb stuff.
It's 18 feet. It's not a big deal.
You have 50 feet of movement, right? So you can like climb up and climb down and climb up. And climb.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna do the same bullshit. I'm gonna do 4 hits this time. All right. Only 2 hits.
Okay.
So, no, Jesus. That is gonna be 16 points of piercing, magical piercing, and cocked. 8 points of poison.
Okay. Yeah, you see one of the heads just explodes like a watermelon.
Incredible. Just Ihua's like long nails just like dig into like the neck and the joint and then just like rips it off. And think I could always just spend more key points later. I want to
This is my first time playing a monk, and this is powerful.
Monk,
I'm like
monks
drunk
are
on
great,
power.
yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay. I'll
Okay.
stop here. I climb back down.
At the end of your turn, let's see. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? It will cast Rebuke the Gods again as a legendary action. And this time it turns its hand over to Yoon. And you do not have cleric or paladin spells, so this is at normal. Does a 13 hit you, Yoon?
I don't think so. No,
All
it
right.
doesn't.
You see this ray coming towards you, and you dive out of the way. That's the end of Ihua's turn. It is now Yoon's turn.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we just saw Ajusi get cursed. I'm still hungry. I'll use my Pestilence Eater feature again to remove the curse. And that means I have reached my maximum amount of Rishin dice, which is 3. But also my HP goes down.
Okay. Very good.
I think too, Yoon, you would hear Ajushi go, "No, Yoon, it's not worth it."
But it's delicious!
And he goes,
She keeps eating it.
Yum.
That's it.
All right.
Beauty.
It is now, well, at the end of your turn, it will do Rebuke the Gods. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Damn, I'm really sorry about this. Okay. It will cast Rebuke the Gods a final time. And it points over at you, Ajushi. And it casts Finger of Death.
What is the thing I can do?
Okay.
Saves.
I got it. It's cool. It's fine. It's totally good. I had to make a Constitution save,
Yeah,
right?
you have to beat an 18.
Don't you have inspiration? Have we ever spent any of
No,
our...
you
I
have
don't have
inspiration.
inspiration.
Oh, okay.
I
we all
do?
started with one.
Wink.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, I'm. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. Oh, that's not bad.
You beat an 8.
That's a 22.
Okay. You
Did I
made
not
it.
make
You
it?
made it. You had to be an 18.
Okay, I was like, that's
Um,
violent. That's the best I've ever done. I think.
damn. It would have
Oh my
done
gosh.
68 necrotic damage to you.
I
That's
would have been
terrifying.
Okay, you
dead.
take half.
So dead.
You
Actually, I
take
would have been alive.
34
I would've still been
damage.
alive,
Necrotic damage.
but- Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you see it lifts up its hand and it points at you, Ajushi, and it says,
Die.
Trying not to. I have kids to take care of. He goes, ah!
feel the cold grip of death, but you shake it off. It's your little old man
I like
dance.
to. Yeah, he shimmy shakes it out, but I like to think that he hears like his daughter's laugh, or like he remembers singing "Happy Birthday" to her when she was a kid, and then he's like, "I'm gonna be there soon enough," and then pops back and he's like, "I have a couple more kids to look after for now," and he goes back to being like, "I'm ready. Go. Let's
Wait,
do
can
this."
I make this more sad?
Yes, make it more sad.
As you're like shaking this off, the camera's sort of like looking at you, and you don't see this, but the ghost of your daughter that just has her hand on your shoulder, and she's standing behind you, and then just you blink, and then she's gone.
Cry every time.
Okay, now it's the Titan's turn. All right.
Try it again. Try it again. You are going, no.
Damn. Okay. You see that it uses its action to douse out the fire.
That's fine.
With Ihwa's ridiculously high perception, I'll give this to you. You see that the heads that have been blown up, they have stumps that seem to try to regrow. And you see this fire all around the creature, and it seems to prioritize in dousing out the fire, wasting its whole turn here, because that takes an action. That's his turn, baby. Eugene, it's your turn.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, listen,
Stupid bitch.
Listen, bitch. You're 18 feet tall, so I don't have to move. I'm from the ground. Me and my large ass body. We're jumping to activate a pounce for my action. I would like to pounce one of these goddamn heads right onto one of these heads.
That's a strength save.
Yes. I believe it was
18.
15. Mother of
He
God.
catches you.
Okay,
He holds
that's fine.
you.
Yeah, that's fine. We're in for a wonderful monstrous embrace. That's how we're gonna end this.
He
and I
hugs
would
you
like
and he
to
says,
Die.
Yep. That's how I like to start the bedroom times too, buddy.
what else do you want to do on your turn?
Bonus action. We're gonna do it this time. I believe in this goddamn monk and his goddamn tiger claws. Roll to hit twice. Let's go. Let's do this. Absolutely not even with
Oh,
good.
that hits.
There we go. That absolutely hits. So we got one. My unarmed strikes are slashing damage because I have big fingy claws. 1d6.
Are your claws magical while you're in this form?
I don't know. It didn't say in the text, but I did activate. I think I'm still in the water stance. So it doesn't make sense, but it does. Fire and water all in the same
Well,
hit.
it's all about balance and harmony.
Gay. God damn it.
one.
Mother of
Oh
gods.
my
Okay, that's 6. Too much balance. It
Okay.
neutralized itself. 6 damage
Okay.
slashing. And
Hey, every hit point counts.
it's true. It's true. Let me double check. Yeah, I don't think I can do another. I think that I've expended my blows. I'm just in a warm, deadly embrace.
It's not
right now.
actually holding you. Gives you
Oh, well, it's fine.
get away. Social distancing.
I'm like, right, yeah. That's good. I think I like look down at you. I'm like, you have trained so long. You've taught me so much. I believe in you.
Is that the end of your turn? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to do another flower of his destruction. You see it pick
Yes, Stella.
and I need a DC 17 wisdom saving throw from everyone.
Oh.
Except
God.
you. You're good. That's a 24 from Oak. Very nice.
This was bound to
18
happen.
from Ajashi.
Natural
In this
one.
form, I get
No,
proficiency
Iha.
for wisdom. And that doesn't matter.
And Eugene's also cursed. You feel your mortality shaken. And it is now Yoon's turn. No, I lied. No, it's Oak's turn. Yeah.
My turn? Okay. Let's try this again. For my action, I will use a stratagem die to try to get scapegoat. To use scapegoat. Shoot, I minimized it. Hold on. All right. So, he has to make a wisdom saving throw versus a DC 15.
Rolled a 20.
Mother.
Oh,
Piece of shit. Little's gonna.
I can do a little thingy with that. I can roll a. I have a reaction and I can subtract from him, using the dice from eating corruption and stuff.
Yeah, use those dice.
What's the move
Let's
called?
use them.
Grecian dice.
Okay, so it's part of the Pestilence Eater. So when a creature you can see within 30 feet makes an ability check, attack roll, saving throw, you can use your reaction to spend a use of one of your dice, Grecian dice, and roll it to subtract the result from the creature's roll. So yeah.
What's your die?
It's a d6.
Okay. There's a
I don't know
chance.
if it's enough.
No!
It's just a 2. I thought I could do more than one until I was reading it. I was like, ah! But there is one use of that.
Fortunately, it does not succeed here.
Little is going to with Oak's movement. Oak is going to jump off of Little, pat Little on the side, and point to Ajashi. And if Ajashi will let her, Little will try to scoop up Ajashi to get him out of range of the Deuter, the enemy, the Titan.
He is going to lovingly grab the muzzle of Lidl, pet her on the face, and gently redirect her out of the way and stay.
It's getting spicy.
That's a good girl.
Little's going to take up space in front of Ajashi. This is
so Korean. That's perfect.
And my AC drops by 1 because I'm no longer mounted.
Oh.
Sounds good. Next is Ajashi's turn.
Is anyone wicked hurt right? No, okay, I thought so. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Guiding Bolts. I'm gonna decide what level this is at. I guess I'll do it at second level because yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and roll now. Good luck to me. No. Cry every time.
What'd you roll?
Everyone.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh god.
Huh?
You froze up for a second.
Oh, it is. I got a natural 6 plus 7, so it's a 13. So I didn't get any.
No.
So I beat. But the guiding bolt you see. Oh, it says my internet's unstable. I don't know if you guys are seeing me or not. But you see Ajashi pull out one of his sleeves, one of those like almost Bunsen burner looking things that you would put like underneath a heating, like it's like a heating element. And he pulls it and then pops it. And as he pops it, it flares out from it. And it just slams into like an armored piece of like the monster. He doesn't hit, but he tries.
Oh, that
best.
would have been so good.
I know, my sweet
All
boy.
right. It is now top of the order. Ihwa, it is your turn.
Whoever's around will see Ihwa sort of going into an internal battle with herself about what to do next. And for the first time, she's going to do a couple things before she does something that's going to be specifically surprising to Eugene. I'm going to do 3 unarmed strikes. I'm going to use 2 key points for that, for the flurry of blows as well as key field attack. So I will roll those super quick. All of those are above 20. That was the AC.
They hit.
Okay, word. Yes. All right. So piercing, that's going to be 24 points of magical piercing. And poison, wow. 3-way snake eyes. So only 3 points of poison damage. And I'm going to cast my first spell, which is my cantrip Firebolt. So I'm going to do a ranged spell attack in sort of a super quick, like a split second of a flashback is the memory of her being doused with thorns and her brother attempting to stop her with summoning a lake. And then the final thing that stopped her from taking over her brother was being drowned in fire. And her only memory, the only thing she remembers, maybe her only friends, were mosquitoes after that incident. And she has never purposefully gotten into fire stance. So that's gonna be literally just 20 to hit for the firebolt.
Okay.
And that's gonna be
I'm really
2d10
sorry.
fire damage.
You have to roll it at disadvantage because you're in melee range.
Okay. That is so fair.
Okay.
Still the same roll.
That hits. Wow.
Okay. So that's gonna be 19 points of
Another
fire
head
damage.
explodes.
And I do need everyone to know she doesn't like Sasuke.
Oh man. All right. Anything else on your turn?
She is just so quickly depleting all of her shit, but that is it for her.
We see as the Jihagok Taejok takes this fire damage, he recoils and cries out in pain. And he shoves everyone out of the way. And as he stumbles forward, he grabs Ajashi by the neck. And that is when...
Can I react? Nope.
And that is when the Igong steps forward and says, "Well, that's enough of that." And you see, with a flourish of their arm, petals begin to fly forward. And some sort of translucent liquid splashes over the Titan here, and he begins to turn to stone.
No.
And Ajashi, you are held up in the air by your neck.
It's a little uncomfortable.
You can react now.
Oak's gonna try to fly up and get him out.
Yeah.
He's wriggling.
Butter him.
Butter.
Butter?
Maybe some soju. No.
Who has Changiram just on them?
She probably does.
It's falling out of all of his sleeves as he's like
Yeah.
wiggling. You see all the food products like falling out of his sleeves that he keeps on him.
Okay.
I cast butter, exactly.
You retrieve Ajashi safely.
Ajashi, you should have gone with Lidl. I don't understand why you didn't.
And he lets you fuss for a little bit, and he just kind of gently takes your hand. And he goes, one day when you're my age, you'll understand. Sometimes you have to look out for people, Oak, even when it's scary.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. You're a nice boy.
Ihua brusquely like grabs you by like your like a collar or like whatever the lapels are of your hanbok, and like her hair.
Remember what we talked about?
Ihua's hair like covers like her face from everyone else as she just like looks down at you, and she's obviously like so upset that you didn't take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
But then
He's
she
all
just
bloodied right now.
Yeah. Then she just like lets go, and she just like, I don't have anything for you to heal, so fix yourself. And then she walks away.
Well, as you go to walk away, he goes, I know something that can heal me. And he goes, because he's like half life right now. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I know something that can heal me. Ihua, bring it in. Yeah, well, nope, she's walking away. Ihua. And he is, man. He hugs himself and he goes, I know she means she wants to, but it's okay. He like literally gives himself his own pats and like his own rubs, and he's like, it's okay. All right.
As the danger of the moment subsides, the Igong sidles up to the group of you and says, I feel quite exhilarated. I have not seen a dance like this for some time. I would like to offer you a gift for indulging me.
Face!
And they extend their hand out towards all of you. I can brew for you the resurrection potion. Not you, Jin, putting their hand in. No.
You're like, here's a hand. I'm like, I take it.
No.
You had it too.
Give me the flowers.
Amazing.
Oh, you want my flesh flower? Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't name it. I'm using the technical term. It's all crumpled up though when you get it. Like it looks beat to hell.
I will brew you a potion of true resurrection.
Thank you.
I guess we'll just finish up pulling out all the flowers that we need, and Yoon will let out a little burp as she goes up and places it in.
You see the Igong begin to cast a spell, and as they wave their hands in the air, you see the flowers beginning to dance all around each other. And as they glow, they turn into a sphere of light. And as their hands pull to the side, the light subsides, and you see suspended in the air are 2 potion bottles. One for your dragon king, and the other for you.
Oak looks directly at Ajashi.
I'm not dead yet. I'm still very much alive. Jeez, boy, you trying to send me into the grave?
But if you keep it on you, when something happens, we can, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be with you.
I can administer it to one of you should you go down. That's a great idea.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You are so wonderfully toxic. We love you, Ajashi.
Yujin, I'm 89 years old. I gotta go sometime. I don't know what to tell you. It's the nature of things. I don't want to live forever.
And take this for you, Noru. You see that the Igong snaps off a branch from a sandalwood tree and hands it out to you, Yoon. You can add a Staff of the Woodlands to your inventory.
Oh,
Fancy.
I like it a lot. This'll look real nice above my doorway.
I wish you well. Your company was well enjoyed. A riveting show you've displayed.
Who? Wait, me or all of us?
All of you.
The riveting show of mortal bloodshed.
We could be performers.
No.
We are Mudang for a
You
reason.
see the
everyone.
Igong
It's kind of like performing.
turns away smoothly and gracefully and resumes their work.
Unji.
You see her head
Yeah.
pop up from among the flowers. She goes, "Huh? Oh, is it time to go now?"
We're all drenched in blood now.
Like
Yeah.
sweat and dirt. And
I'd
yeah.
say it's time to go.
You see her look lovingly up to the Igong, and the Igong gently nods their head. Go, child. You are safe in my domain, and you always shall be. And she steps away, and then runs over to Ihua.
I pick her up.
She hugs you.
I think I use her like a stress ball almost, just like as you're like holding a child.
Squeeze.
Just very, yeah.
She hugs you. She smells like flowers.
Oh,
I smell her.
She nuzzles into you.
cute.
And the group of you begin to leave. We have a change of time. As you make your way back towards the Chosong Palace, eventually a gate is opened for you and you step through. You find on the other side is the High Priest waiting for you. You enter to the Ocean Palace. I don't remember what voice I used for them, so...
The high priest, desperate and old.
Have you acquired the true potion of resurrection?
We did. It was a lot of trials, and I thought it was one flower, but apparently we ended up having to get like 4 or 5 flowers. And then we had to fight a titan.
Oh, fascinating. Well, clearly I've chosen the right Mudang to embark on this adventure. Now, please, time is of the essence. Jin Hyuk looks over towards the Yongwang. You are summoned here in...
Oh.
You muted
Your mic went out a little bit.
Hello?
Did you touch your mic?
Can you hear
Wait,
me?
does it mute that way?
No.
Oh, it's not working.
Hello? Oh,
Oh, there
Hey.
we go.
Okay, now we're there.
interesting. Curious.
That was odd.
Okay. Essentially, you are in the Yongwang's chambers, and the High Priest Jin Hyuk beseeches you, please feed the potion to my lord.
Did we give Ajishi both the potions?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I toddle over there, and I'm like, ooh, this is a big snake. Right? He's a big snake form right now.
He's a dragon.
He's a dragon, but he's big and
Yeah.
Yeah.
but to Ajishi, he's a big snake. I was like, ooh, big snake. And he's like,
That was
wait,
a-
Oak, I need you. Yeah. He's like trying to.
Oh. Oh, goes over and like gets in the king's mouth and like holds it open.
Yeah, literally, that's what, like, you see Ajashi, he's like, and then he's, oh, you're so strong. And he looks in his one sleeve, and it's just, like, saturated in blood, the whole sleeve is, and he's like, no, not that one. And he looks at the other one, he pulls it out, and he uncorks it, and then pours it down the dragon's throat. But then he's like, wait, I need someone to pet his throat and make it swallow.
Okay. And, like, I think we all just kind of, like,
Yeah.
You know how it is with, like, a dog when you try to make them take medicine? You're like, go.
We are the most irreverent Mudang.
As the potion
Yeah.
is administered, you can see color returning to the dragon's scales. The group of you, so versed in curses and spirits and dark things, you're all able to sense the curse lift. There's a heaviness that dissipates from the very air all around you. And you see the sleepy eye of Kwang Li, the sovereign of the southern sea, open up as it regards you.
I am no longer in his mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we have since gotten out of all up in his gym jams.
He notices the group of you, and his wise eye casts over. Hold on.
I am no longer in his mouth.
Yep. Leave it to Oak.
Good morning.
Terrifying.
Thank you for
I-
your trouble.
Just
Wasn't
bow.
in trouble.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think I just bow as well.
Oak will also bow and say, good morning. I'm sorry if your mouth tastes like me. We had to get the potion in there.
If your mouth tastes like me.
The way that he looks at you, he has a very piercing gaze, and as you stare into the iris, you can see a quick flash of all the events that transpired, everything that happened. He seems to be able to read it from your very gaze. And he lowers his head to you in reverence and appreciation. The camera slowly pulls away. The high priest speaks to the Dragon King and beseeches the Yongwang to assist you in your quest. Kwang Li lifts his head and says,
I offer 2 boons. The first, a revelation. The second, a gift.
He goes on to tell you in his soul's confinement, he recalls dreaming of Mount Giri to the east of Danguk. What struck him was how the mountain had changed. Though he had recognized the shrine that was built into its base, it appeared less like a natural rock formation, and it was more a tower of metal, spewing the blackest of smoke. He recalls that Mount Giri is an inactive volcano, but felt the trembling of the earth. People gathered before this volcano from different corners of the world to kneel before it, and he felt a gaze from its peak that frightened even him to return. He tells you that he is confident his dream is connected to the Black Stakes and the disaster they brought to all corners of Danguk. He says,
If you seek the Black Stake, then I will assist you in your travel.
yeah.
Yeah,
If we were to continue with the campaign, that would be really great.
The high priest offers you a bowl of commanding water elementals. Who wants it?
Oh.
Wow.
You can command my waters
Okay.
anytime you want. Sorry. Oh my
I got
god.
a water
I've been
elemental
spending
right
too
here.
much time with Oak. It's
He just
bad.
goes.
Yep.
I love the idea of the Dragon King just going, all right.
Literally,
Anyway,
order in the court.
All right, we just have the final scene of this session be everyone collectively holding the bowl of water elementals.
Yeah, we all and then we go on break.
No.
Oh my god, I love it. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this fantastic adventure. This was Paradise in Bloom, created by Nine Heavens Press, and brought to you by all of these wonderful performers here that you see. We want to give another shout out to Nine Heavens Press for sponsoring this. Please, please, please check out their Twitter, check out the pre-order store. There's a bunch of really awesome stuff in there. And if you're interested in picking up some of those stuff, we do have a giveaway going out right now over on Twitter. You can see that link there in the chat. It is going to end on Monday at midnight Eastern time. So there's a chance to get those things for free. Thank you so much. We're going to go around and do some outros. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and your favorite part of the episode, and any closing notes that you have of this adventure that we had together. And we'll start with Saf.
Hello, I'm Saf. You can find me everywhere at A Clerical Era 7. Like I mentioned before, there's Arcane Mirrors, the TTRPG like streetwear company. And I totally forgot. I could have been telling you guys about this the whole time. I have a new project with my two best friends. It's called 3 Cups Media. And basically it is a way for people to read stories that are written by queer and POC people specifically. We're trying to highlight that as authors in general. So if you're interested in fiction, whether it's like queer romance or if it's just fantasy or whatever, and you want to see books that are written by people who are queer and BIPOC and so on and so forth, then you can check out 3cupsmedia.com, and we'll be releasing new chapters every single week, and it's a good time. I loved this game just in general. It was super fun. Everyone's so much fun to play with, and really that was my favorite part of this session tonight, is everyone just having a really good time. I think it's hilarious watching my like co-party members laugh at each other's like stupid jokes, or like we'll be making comments behind the scenes about what's happening, and just like genuinely how this group of people roots for each other while they play is really great. I had a great time. So thank you so much for having me. This has been an idyllic dream of playing Korean fantasy in a TTRPG format with other Korean people. So it has been hugely impactful, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll hop on over to Danny.
Hello, I'm Danny. She, her. You can find me on the internet at Bitterthorn. And my favorite part of this game? It's such a difficult question. I mean, I think all of y'all. I just really loved playing with every single one of you, and I think that it was just beautiful to have something to look forward to every week with, you know, a bunch of other Koreans to get to play with, and I don't know, I just adore every one of you, and your sense of humor, the way you play. I just think everybody's really cool. And yeah, so that was my favorite part of this. Chat, you were super fun and amazing. I was glancing over when I could, and like y'all are just a really fun time. So thank you, Stella, for this amazing game. Yes, just all the hearts, all the love.
Thank you. We'll hop on over to Jess.
Hello, it's me. You can find me in places. I mean, if you want, you can follow me at Burst of Hope on your preferred social media app. I would, you go follow Utopia. That's the other place you can find me at. Behind the scenes, BIPOC stories, tabletop things happen. I am a word salad because I have all the emotions, and you all are so wonderful. I've been joking this whole time that I'm cosplaying a 5e player, but like in a tad bit of serious note, like I have not touched 5e in over 3 years, and I I actively sought out. I broke the spell and I applied to this. So like big ups to Stella. Thank you. Like I cannot thank you enough for like even considering me and how newbie I am in the system. Yeah, we can, the ether, right? 5e, blah blah blah, right? This specifically Nine Heavens Press and what you've done is just so much bigger than whatever system we're playing in. I would play this adventure over and over again. Like I'd do it in a heartbeat. Being a diasporic Korean, let alone a queer one who doesn't have ties with her family anymore, this was a really, really good experience. So thanks.
Thank you. We'll hop on over to Carrie.
Hi, I'm Carrie. You can find me on all the social media sites at Miscellanea. My favorite part of the entire game or the session, the whole thing, the whole shebang.
You can say whatever you want here.
Well, my favorite. I was thinking a lot about the part in this particular session where when Ajashi was in danger, everyone was worried. Like I think as people like me, Carrie, I was worried. Jess was worried. You know what I mean? Like not just our characters, but us. We were so worried because of how like I don't know. The character of Ajashi just gets in your heart. I don't think anybody was like, I think everybody was like, Ajashi, we must protect him with our lives. I don't know. That was one of my favorite parts about this session was the way everybody was concerned in it. And as far as it's the same as Jess. It means a whole lot that I got to play on this cast with everybody. Everybody's amazing. You're all incredible. I was kind of flabbergasted when I saw the cast list, to be honest, because I'm relative, like I don't know, not under the radar, I guess, in this particular scene or whatever. And niche, I don't know.
Social media doesn't mean anything. Social capital doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
You're a badass.
Oh, for sure.
Hello.
No. That's why I'm here. And I wasn't like, oh my God, I can't be on this. Pick someone else. No, I'm here. And I had such a great time. And same thing being growing up with my dad in the army. And they literally told my family, like, don't teach your kids Korean because it'll confuse them. So I never got to learn Korean. And it's been this, like, I've met other army brats that were on Team Korea when I played on the Team Korea for World Cup. And they said the same thing. Like, they were like, yeah, we didn't know Korean because the army told our families not to teach us. So it's really cool to see this Undying Corruption expansion or, supplement with all of this cool mythology and folklore and stuff. Because it's new to me. I didn't really get a lot of the exposure for that. And I don't know. I appreciate all these games where I'm connecting with my Korean, heritage and culture and stuff. It's fantastic. And I'm so glad it feels like there's so much more coming out.
Yeah, this was only one adventure. Literally only one out of a whole book.
But yeah, you're all amazing. Thank you for having me, Stella. You're incredible.
Thank you so much for being a part of it. We'll hop on over to Joe.
Hello, everybody. I was Josephine. I'm at Scary Dog Friend. I was Ihua, your surprisingly soft fox lady. My favorite thing about this session, and I think just something that carries over, is that all of us were so capable of making like singularly memorable characters. Like, that's all stories certainly, but I feel like everyone will remember specific moments of like Oak making a certain phrase, Yoon slurping something up and being sort of having like that dark kind of edge at the same time, Ajashi making jokes, and Eugene kind of like being like a classic Dembo, but like also a hot tiger, and Ihua being Ihua. And Stella just being so helpful and animated throughout all of it. Like my own notes aside, I feel like everything that we were given the whole time, including Within the supplement itself, everything is, even though there is that aspect you might need to cross-reference the Korean, everything is like written in such a way that is so easy to understand. And having gotten to run Nine Heavens Press, like very early level adventure before, it's just so fun, and it's a great way to jump into a lot of Korean folktale and history. So it's incredible. It's great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Saf. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Nine Heavens Press, for this opportunity of like all the games I have ever played, the games where you get to touch on stories that you grew up with that have an origin or a nuance that not everyone will get. It's scary to try to explore those, but with this cast and this opportunity, it just felt very natural, and a lot of it felt nostalgic, and I learned a lot about Korean mythology and folklore that I had never been exposed to myself, and the parts where I did recognize, like, it just hits differently. Like, it really, you feel it like in your heart. You really feel the love that was put into this. And I had the pleasure of being able to read every single word of the book itself. The players only had, what you had seen here on the stream, but it's so well written. It is so good. There are so many both like plot points and narrative things that I couldn't cover in the 9 hours that we played this game. But, oh my god, it is such a good book. Even if you have never been exposed to Korean folklore before, I think this is the perfect place to start if you're interested in that. There is a great explanation of everything in the book, and I think it's so approachable. And even if you're considering moving away from 5e, there is also a Pathfinder 2e version of this book available as well. So I think that the possibilities are endless. And if you also happen to be Korean and you have had the diaspora and those moments where you haven't felt comfortable exploring those sort of stories, I think this is also the perfect place to explore that and be exposed to it. I just want to say thank you so much with all my entire heart to Nine Heavens Press for this. I'm like shaking right now. This has been incredibly emotional, and I love all of my cast members. I couldn't have asked for a better cast, and I really appreciate every single person that has supported this project, that has interacted with the social media, with the VODs, and been here in chat especially. Thank you so much. Please just check out the store. There's so many cute stickers in there, and there's also pins, and there's also minis, and yeah. Sorry.
A hot dad sticker too. Yes. Okay. All right. I don't want to let go. Oh, it's so good, but we gotta go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stella.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
with that, that will be the end of Paradise in Bloom. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.